Welcome to Mufc Realist TV. I'm a member of this channel, but you should subscribe or in this show, we're gonna look a cow in the ass. Let's go.
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Right, welkom. Dit is mijn home and I want to achieve success. Okay?
Okay, well, we're achieving success, Ten Hag. Good evening, people. 2 hours left of the transfer window deadline. And what a day. We got our Onana in. We got, who did we get in? Hojlund in. We got Mason Mount in. And the latest addition was actually Sofyan Amrabat, as what we reported. But nothing else is really happening. And I don't believe anything else is going to happen. So how are you feeling, people? Smash a like. Let us know your feeling, how you rate this window so far. It is what it is. But guess what? I got to also bring in my Phil Standish to the house as well. Big up, Phil Standish. How are you doing?
Good evening, everybody. How are we doing? All right?
Yeah. I'm tired as
right?
hell. Yes. I'm really tired, so I'm running on fumes, mate. So, I am. It's been a long week. End of the window. I can't just wait for this to close, so I can have a proper sleep and watch some footy on Sunday and just be normal. You know what I mean? And
do you remember what normal is?
What is normal? I don't know.
Normal for me is different to normal for you.
I don't even know what normal is. What is normal nowadays, Phil Standish? Explain. I don't know, but it's been a very crazy window, and it's not closed. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you. Yeah, yep.
All right then. Mohamed Salah still open for Saudi Arabia, as per my understanding. It looks like they're going to throw in a crazy 200 million bid. Right, money talks, right? Liverpool has dismissed it, 150, but it ain't over yet because Saudi window is still open another couple of weeks.
Right. But listen, doesn't it?
I don't know. I'm gonna go to the VAR room because we are on StreamYard today, so I can't really see who's in here. But listen, everyone is the regulars are here. Let me just say good day to all of you. Hope you're doing well. Jolly is here. Yes, there's something interesting going on with Greenwood. He's not going to Lazio. That deal collapsed. And I have a conspiracy theory in the back of my mind. Maybe I shouldn't talk about, or maybe I should speak my mind freely. So what's going on there? Greenwood to Besiktas for free. I don't think they will let him go for free. That's the thing. Big up Edward Reed. There's a little bit people talking about Greenwood. They were not rushing to get him out. He can stay at United. Listen, guys, at the end of the day, like Phil Standish, there was a very they left the door open when they came up with his statement, Phil. Yeah. So they didn't really part ways in terminating contract or anything else. They would just say we will help him to find his move. But then as the window went on, we heard nothing. And today we heard some vague Lazio stuff like that. I think it's a joke. Either you go on and say straight away, like, we're not going to keep you, or no, don't dilly-dally, right? Because the way I see it right now, if he ain't going on loan, he's going to be a Manchester United employee and they have to pay him salary, right? Or maybe it's just a plan for them to say, like, look, let's buy ourselves time, and they say, and tell us, I told you so, like, and welcome him back because we didn't get a striker. It is so Glazenomics, right? Isn't it? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there because for me, it smells a red rat here.
So something just doesn't feel right about it. I mean, at the end of the day, the fans will kind of say, good, it's all sorted, off he goes, sort of thing. I think one thing that we'll wait to see is if Hojlund rocks up with the number 11 shirt, as we're all hoping to see on Sunday. That would be a nice little close.
That's still a mystery. We don't know the number.
No.
Huh?
No.
Go on. I'm just going to Nigel Flynn. Good day, Nigel. Good evening, Nigel. How are you? Billy Connolly. is also here. The regulars are here. They've been waiting for us to come online. John Johnson saying good evening to you, John Johnson. How are you feeling today, John? How would you rate this window so far? I don't know. It's too early for me to say. You know, I will rate it when we kind of start kicking the ball. But you know, Amrabat, how excited are you about Amrabat? To be honest, Phil.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the one that's been on everyone's lips. It's the one that we've been desperate to see over the line. The problem we've got is, you know, fans understandably aren't happy when you see the way we've started the season. He's been not even training with Fiorentina for the last 2 weeks, I think it is. And, you know, he's not been playing in the team. He made it quite clear he wanted to go. He said he only wanted to play for United. He's turned down some big clubs, some big offers, some big money reported, you know, in social media, and you have to believe some of it. I think there's no smoke without fire. I think at the end of the day, I think the fact that he's wanted to come to us so much, it's the desire that we've been asking for throughout the transfer window. We want someone who wants to play for us, wants to play for the shirt, not wants to play for the money. You know, the money. Yeah, obviously people get paid for the
100%.
But they want to play for us. They want to play. They want to play for the shirt. They want to play for the club. They want to play for Ten Hag. They believe in what he's putting together. And I think what Amrabat is well, you know, what we all hope he'll bring is a bit of steel to the midfield, a bit of Rooney about him. You know the way Rooney used to throw himself about and drag the team together.
It's just a pit bull. It's just a pit bull. He's a shitster. He's a pit bull in your face. Yeah, they're great.
He's going to be a Rooney midfielder, a Rooney attitude midfielder sort of thing, and that's just what's missing. So yeah.
People, I'm over the moon over this signing, but I am so deflated. So it sucked the joy out of me, basically, to be honest. Like, I know Kenny, thank you, breaking Amrabat's complete. Yeah, he's actually completed his medical in Italy because, you know, I know the inside outs of this story, and you know, you guys have been following. We were the first one to report about this. We had Alfredo Padula, and a little saddens me actually. I'm gonna share something with you because he was before Fabrizio Romano. He was adamant all the time. He was telling it for weeks, and I also been saying that. But typical, like, you know, somebody just comes in and plagiarize and put "here we go" and gets all the credit. And I just want to put out there for people that the person that actually broke this story, that he deserve all his roses, is Alfredo Padula. So, you know, for me, I give him all the roses at the end of the day, because I've been following what the Romano has been saying. Like, you know, he hasn't been spot on, but he read what Padula was saying and copied every single word what he said and got all the roses. For me, that's a fraud alert, to be honest. I got to call it out, Phil, to be honest. I feel absolutely sorry for it because the guy got, he was spot on with Onana. He was spot on with Hojlund. He was spot on all the time. And if you backtrack 2 weeks ago when we had an exclusive, we detailed the deal absolutely to the T. 25 million euros plus 5 add-ons. Now, of course, you know, it was also turned out to be that it was the Glazers that ruined this deal. You know, that was disclosed to me as well. The reason why it took so long, they could have.
I know Condola was saying that on social media early, wasn't he?
Yeah. Condola as well was saying that. Yeah, Anil. Yeah. So this is sickening to my teeth because they could have completed this deal ages ago, you know, because they had the formal deal agreed already. But what they did was pretty much delay it as what they usually do, to sort of have a PR plan as this is the last signing. So if we announce it earlier, there's going to be pressure on the club that we need to sign more players. And this came down to the Glazers. Yeah. They've been told that, you know, in the interim, look for other alternatives. I mean, I am so tired of these Glazers running the show, to be honest. So it's kind of deflated me out of this joy of this transfer window. Although I'm very happy for Ten Hag, I'm really looking forward for us to play football. But the truth is that the Glazer needs to go. That's the problem, you know. And the competence of the people that sits and John Merton needs to go as well. Like, you know, yeah, big up. Who wrote that?
I wrote it. Sorry, just sharing it. Just found it on another screen. Yeah. I mean, obviously, just
so I gotta get the negative out of my. Listen, I gotta get the negative out of my chest, right? That's the thing, right? if you understand, because it's been a brutal long window for me as well, right? So, but at the end of the day, when you find out the truth, what is the purpose of delay, and they've been actually saving the money, like they've been scraping the money, been saving, and I find that part of this will go to the Glazers' pocket as well. Like, so I'm not happy with it, to be honest, right? Anyway,
I think with the loan signings, hopefully, that works two ways, because I don't know if it was yourself saying before or someone was saying earlier, I've read it or heard it or whatever, about the fact that obviously with the loan signings, if we start to sell players like the likes of Maguire and McTominay and stuff, it actually weakens the value of the squad. And so again, it's pointing towards everything you've been saying for weeks about the fact that the club is pretty much sold. And I think we can't be far away from hearing that once the window shuts. Hopefully that'll be the next thing that we do here.
I certainly see it that way, because they have been given the credit from Bank of America, been bankrolling this as well, and Glazers were not willing to give. That's it. Take it or leave it. You have to solve the problem.
Yeah.
If you want more players, sell, right? If you want to do this, fix it. We're not involved. That's the thing, right? Edward Reid, big up for you. Any other player would be waited as long. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. We were told maybe we were told a lie. There would be a potential striker coming in, but it ain't looked like it, because it looks like they're going to retain Greenwood. Greenwood ain't going nowhere. It is just a piss poor planning and PR execution from, I'm going to call a spade, like, for the people in charge above Ten Hag, been not really backing him properly, right? You will never hear me being negative, but this time around, I'm just saying, no, I'm not having it. You know what I mean? Right? This is the second season.
So,
second season. We finished third. This is the season you should back the managers to go challenge for the title. What do? Right? They're signing a Mason Mount early. That gave us positivity. A Hojlund that's getting his debut now, right? And what did we get? Nothing. We sold off a lot of kids. I think it was 10, 13 players out, kids, youth academy, with nothing to replace. We sold them for peanuts, mate, And then you look what other people are selling people for. Like, they're going for 15 million, 20 million, and we give them away practically for 1 million. Like, tell me if that is...
Who's that player? Chelsea sold a player today for 30 million. I've never even heard of the guy. I'm guessing he was like a youth player or something for 30 million. I'm like, well, I think it was to maybe Fulham or something. I can't remember. It was someone else. I just thought, what? Something just doesn't feel right at all. It just feels like there's so much corruption at the moment. I just don't understand it. And as you say, United are selling off the youth players for absolutely next to nothing. And you just can't. You're just thinking, are they just? Is it just like the United way? Have we always done that? Have we always said, you come to the club, you'll be given a chance. If you don't make it, we'll let you go. We'll let you continue your career. We're not holding them back, sort of thing. William Connolly just said he's a youth player. I think he's gone to Burnley. Yeah, that could be the one. 30 million or something like that. I'm just like, and now Hudson-Odoi and stuff like that. They're all being linked to. I think he's been linked to Bayern. Possibly that's fell down, and now he's going somewhere else. There's so many.
I mean, sorry for renting this out. Like, you're absolutely. Look what other clubs are doing, mate. Look what other clubs are doing and what fees they're charging. We don't even have a competent person that can sell us. You can't even sell a pack of crisp in Piccadilly Circus, mate. You're just literally giving away our talent. Like, we gave away, what's his name? Like, Iqbal for what? 1 million almost. Not even close to that. You can't even sell like, a McTominay. You can't sell McTominay. You can't sell Maguire, because you see them as a valuation part of the squad in terms of the sales price of Manchester United. It's absolutely a joke to my, Okay, listen, we got Rasmus Hojlund in. We bought Mason Mount in. We got Andrew Onana. We just recently signed the backup goalkeeper. Big up. Johnny Evans, we offered him a contract. This is a joke. This is pretty much a laugh in the face to say, Ten Hag, you're not going to get another centre-back, but we're going to give you a Johnny Evans that's 35, and then we're going to keep Harry Maguire on the bench. This is just totally, absolutely BS. Tellus left, of course. We got a Sergio Reguilon on a loan.
How much do you think we've been impacted? Sorry, Mick. How much do you think we've been impacted by the fact that we didn't sell Harry Maguire as we expected to do, and potentially Scott
massively
as well?
Massively. There's so many conflicted story what really went on. Like, to be honest, like, we had a deal in principle with the West Ham to sell him, right? And then it turned out to be his agent blocking the move, and then it turned out to be the Glazer saying, no, don't sell him, we want more. Because if you look at it, the overall sales evaluation of a club, like, players are part of that evaluation, right? You have a squad worth about 950 million pounds on the market at the moment, right? It's just a shambles. And then, you know what? Just because you have a Varane injury, that doesn't mean, like, you wanted to sell this Maguire dude, right? Do you hear what I'm saying, right? You wanted to sell Maguire, yeah? Just because Varane got injured, all of a sudden you're not going to sell Varane? Doesn't make sense. Yeah? It does not make sense. And he got lucky now. He got picked up for England, like, Prattgate as well. Like, I just don't get it. Doesn't really compute. But anyway, what is VR up? Big up, you're one of the causing trouble, Jamie, not me. Yeah, sorry, guys.
Oh, sorry,
I am just having... Yeah. No, you can handle it. I'm looking at the departures at the moment, right? I told you I'm going to call a spade when the window is closing, and this is me having my say. Dean Henderson, big up for Dino going out, playing regular football. That was always a good move, according to my opinion, because you don't want to have players sitting on the bench and being, like, leaking leaks and being very toxic. We got him for 17.5 million euros, but that was 15 million euros, right? Plus 5 add-ons. I mean, again, this is a Premier League proven goalkeeper. 15 million pounds. Are you having a laugh?
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, at the end of the day, I think we've got so much deadwood, not Greenwood, deadwood in the club, and we just have to get rid of it. Because we know that historically United pay big wages, and so I actually think this is all part of a plan.
The strategy to clear out,
get rid of so many. Yeah, absolutely, and I'm not saying I agree with all the outs. We've seen Ted and Mengi going to Luton on a permanent and stuff like that, and you're questioning it. And we're just thinking, why? I just don't get it. Why are we not selling our players for big money? I think the problem is we're so busy trying to bring players in that we haven't actually got the time. And I know Hargreaves was joined recently, but I do believe that once the net, I just believe we're almost trying to balance the books at the moment. Maybe somebody knows something is coming to the likes of City and whatever, because the way that United have reportedly kept the so close to the FFP and so afraid of going over it, just makes you think, why are we worried so much when Chelsea are throwing the money? I mean, Chelsea have been very clever because they threw all the money at all the players, give them all 7-year contracts, so it spreads out equally over the 7 years. But then somehow they've shipped off half the squad that they had who just weren't playing. I don't even know how they've managed it. They've just like Koulibaly, no one's been on about the fact that he was this massive signing who United wanted, who everybody wanted. Chelsea got him. It's not worked out, and he's just gone. It's like, oh, hang on, nobody even noticed.
Lukaku is a shambles. Yeah, Lukaku shambles as well. Can you hear me, or do we have an echo delay or something? Because can you hear me?
No, I can hear you fine. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sorry. Lukaku is another example. Listen, I want to focus on this one. Listen, because I have to point some critique. Fred. Yeah, I understand. Fred was 1 year left on his contract. Mateo Kovar. I don't understand, for the love of my God, why we got rid of a superb goalkeeper to recruit a Turkish goalkeeper. It didn't make sense for me for 5 million euros, right? I mean, in pre-season, I thought Mateo Kovar did well, right? Okay. Alex, tell us, I do understand he was part of the Deadwood, right? Zidane Iqbal, this breaks my heart, for 1 million euro. Zidane Iqbal. I mean, yeah, I can understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, why are we selling ourselves short? I believe that we are not set up. I mean, the current organization is not set up. They're not ready for this, right? They're not a football operation as of yet.
Absolutely.
It's
You
a
know, at the
transition.
end of the day, you look at some of those players who were on big wages, who were doing nothing. And, you know, Elanga straight away shown his how good a player he is at Forest. A goal and assist in his first two. Didn't play against United until the end, and even then he still made a difference. Boxing, well, should have been 5 million. I mean, I think we had the conversation at the time. We had a podcast the night it broke that news, and we were shocked by it then. At the end of the day, we are a club who give kids a chance. Ten Hag's kept some of them on, but at the end of the day, he's holding players back. And you know, the Corrado going back to Spain, that's the one that seems to be the question to me. That reminds me of the Pogba move where he wasn't prepared to wait. I feel there's a few of those who have just kind of pushed for, I want my chance, and Ten Hag said, look, probably had a chat with them. You're not going to get your chance this season. Do you want to go on loan or whatever? And they've seen what, you know, when you look at what we did with Pereira, I think it was probably 5 or 6 years. He kept going out on loan to different places. And then when Pereira finally settled at Fulham, I think they've got a good player. He wouldn't have started for United, but he's made a really good career from himself, from the experience he's gained. And, you know, that this is what we're doing to our younger players, giving them a chance. But I mean, just one club I want to point out. From day one, United made it clear they were skint. Using FP as an excuse should have been more positive.
Wait a minute. Wait. We have some breaking news. Read this.
Yeah, I said it was coming. That's what I posted earlier.
Getafe on loan. Is this confirmed? Yeah, come on.
Let me see what I can find on it. I'll start doing some searching while you're chatting away at the moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just saw this breaking news. I just have to pull it out from RJ. You know what I mean?
I knew they were on loan. So the Athletic posted it earlier, saying that it was likely to happen.
Glazer.
It's just Copa Lali is reporting the same thing. SCR, who obviously was just shared on the screen then, they've also said it. But what I did read earlier was if Greenwood went out, there was a chance that we would replace him. So if something has been going on behind the scenes, and we've been saving money, have we got something running in the background ready to go? And now he's gone. We know that Hojlund can get number 11, which is what we wanted. Just going back to what Jason's saying.
This is what I want to bring.
I've got this slightly different. Yeah. So using FFP as an excuse, you could say they've played on it, maybe. But have they played on it, or have they been really, really smart? Because when you look at the prices that we were quoted for Onana and Mount, and even Amrabat, you know, all these prices, I think we got Mount at first was like 85 million. And we got it down. We said, look, we're not paying more than 50, 55. And that was where we agreed in the end. We stuck to it. Same with Onana. They were asking for an extra 20 million. And we're like, no, we can't afford to do it. So instead of being taken to the cleaners like we have done for the last 10 years or so, we've actually said, no, we're not paying that money anymore. And maybe they are using it as an excuse, the FFP, but in a different way.
Yeah, in a way, because if you look at it, they've been balancing the fine line and utilizing the FFP as an excuse. Well, they're not really going to be struck by FFP. They sold players for how much? 90 million approximately. They slashed down the wage bill with 50, something like that. So all in general, you saved yourself 120 million, 130 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I think at the end of the day, it's just they've been given a very bad hand, very bad hand. And I see what you're saying, because I've been keeping it also saying, look at this, like, we're getting rid of the deadwood and XYZ. But I'm just saying that at least they could have sold them for a little bit more, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
understand. Yeah, I do understand, because Zidane Iqbal for me, I don't know. Tate 𝒂𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒔𝒉 as well breaks my heart, because Tate 𝒂𝒏𝒅𝒊𝒔𝒉 was, according to my opinion, the next one to break in as a centre back, right? And his undisclosed fee, right? Brandon Williams, I do understand he went on a loan. David De Gea, God knows where he ended up going. Nobody's reporting on him.
David De Gea is training on his own. He's not at a club.
Why? He's a
He was
goalkeeper for
posted
free.
today. Pardon?
He's a goalkeeper for free.
Yeah, and he's a very good goalkeeper for free. But I think the problem is his wage demands are quite high, and maybe somebody at the end of the day will go, well, we've with the style of play, it's going to have to be to a league where they're not trying to play out from the back anymore, because it's clear he cannot do that. I was watching the Spurs game back the other day, last night and the night before, and what I saw from Onana was just fantastic. I'm really studying the game. I'm not just kind of just watching it in the moment. I'm really studying the game, and some of his passing out from the back. I don't just mean playing it to the centre back or to the right back or the left back. I mean, he's playing like long balls over the top, like we would like to see from Carrick or in the day. We're hoping to see. We sometimes see from Bruno or Casemiro or different people like that. But we're actually seeing it from our goalkeeper, and we're learning to. I think one of the concerns from a lot of fans when Onana first joined was we're going to get caught. He's going to be playing off the line all the time. They're going to just keep chipping the ball over our back. We saw that in pre-season, and straight away we learned from that. It's not going to happen anymore. Pelistri stayed, hasn't he?
Yeah, thank God. Pelistri staying.
Yeah.
Hang on, Phil. Pelistri staying. Ahmad is injured, so he's not going in there. So that means that we keeping both Pelistri and Ahmad. So it's kind of like what happened to Pelistri last season, happened to Ahmad this season. So that's good. I really rate two of them, right? So, so basically it's confirmed that Greenwood is going to Getafe. Getafe is what, Dutch league or something, right? What is Getafe?
I'm not sure.
Getafe.
I'm onto it. I think it might be
Spain. Isn't Spain Getafe? Yeah, it's Spanish league. Yeah. I can see, guys. Listen, guys, we need to catch up with people saying La Liga in Spain. Oh, that's big up. They get to go there, have a little paella, a little sunshine with a little family. Big up Rushmano. Welcome to the stream. Ayush Jill. I see you guys.
Game tomorrow is against Real Madrid.
Spain, yeah. Kenny, I need to soul search a Spanish. Yeah, I see you all in the stream, guys. Siegfried is also here. Getafe La Liga. I see the box is saying he's in Madrid. Wow, from Manchester to Madrid. Good weather.
Yeah, Getafe's playing tomorrow.
So hang on. So now what? So now Greenwood is going on the loan. That opens up the door for who will be a next striker then? Do you think we will get one, or do you think it's going to stick with Martial and Hojlund only?
I think my main concern is, everyone's like really excited with this breaking news today that Ten Hag said that Hojlund is ready, suggesting he's ready to play, ready to start, ready to score many goals. Simple as that. You could almost hear it in his voice. So almost see the veins coming out like, yes, he's ready, sort of thing,
Yeah.
Not like, yes, he's ready for the game. Absolute, and almost the excitement in his voice. He's ready.
Yeah, I saw that. He was giggling like a kid.
the fans, absolutely. But the fans are so. But he also was asked, will anybody else be joining who might be able to play? And then he mentioned Amrabat and places like and players like that. I think Amrabat. I know we were talking about it last night. I think Amrabat and Hojlund could potentially start. I think the risk, going back to your question on whether we get another striker, we need one because Martial is injury prone. Rashford's shown that he can't play up front, and Sancho isn't, for whatever reason, again, he's not being trusted up front. So we haven't got anybody else. So unless we're going in for the likes of Ivan Toney in January or someone like that, now Wissers started scoring for Brentford. They're not.
We can't. I mean, I'm sorry. We cannot. We cannot just wait till January. We need reinforcements now. But on the other hand,
I agree.
On the other hand, Phil, I forgot. Wait a minute. I need to go to my phone. There's so much things that are going on today. Keep going, man. Can you talk to the VR room, see what they're going, because they're going to find something.
Yeah, no
here.
problem. 1 minute. Let me just have a quick glance through that. I'm just on big screen. 1 minute. Just going back to small screen. No, I've lost my VA. Oh, there we go. Right. So, yeah, Welsh girl. If it pops up, my computer is going on and really slow.
Okay, saying, can you read this?
We need another striker urgently. No.
Joe Hugel is not going alone. He's staying. Joe Hugel is staying. So, he's not going on loan. There's your answer.
Yeah, but we've not even seen him like on the bench, have we?
Well, why is not going on loan? That's the question I have to ask. Like, you know, I thought he was going on loan.
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, we saw him pre-season. We saw him get his goal. Those who've been watching the under-23s or Premier League 2, whatever you call it now, we know what he can do. But at the end of the day, Ten Hag again isn't putting him in the firing line. I think he's going to be a sort of cup player, give him a chance in the maybe League Cup, give him a chance to integrate into the team and spend a bit more time with around the first team. I think Ten Hag, you know, he's obviously a very astute manager. No,
Siegfried, get out of here.
Oh dear, right.
You made me laugh there, mate. Thank you so much. Listen, bring Robin van Persie back, says 𝑴𝒖𝒄. Yeah, why not? Dust off your boot, Robin. Come on. Bring Cavani back. Yeah. I thank God we dodged that Romelu Lukaku bullet. He went to Roma, right? Yeah.
Lukaku, yeah, we missed that one.
Sofian Amrabat is in Manchester United player. All documents have been completed between the clubs. Yeah, I know. Big up, big up, big up. No, I mean, we definitely need another striker. So, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. It's dead quiet. It's closing time soon. I'll be surprised, like, you know.
It'd be great if we did pull a rabbit out the hat, but it just seems a little bit too late with this Greenwood in it, done so late. But we don't know if they have got something lined up as a backup. You know, obviously we're talking transfer window in this podcast tonight. Well, if you have no solution then about the Glazers, then it's just whining. Main reason I moved to your channel is fed up with the Glazers whining.
Yeah, true.
Well,
yeah,
Mickey, let me.
I'm sorry.
My boss to tell me.
I didn't understand this tweet. If you have no solution, then about the Glazers, then it's just whining. Main reason I moved to your channel due to fed up with the Glazers whining. Yeah, I understand you, my friend. It's just that usually I am full of beans and full of positivity, but this is just the repercussion of having 3 hours of sleep every day. We have a super chat that just came in as well. I need to read that as well. From Nigel Flynn. Big up, Nigel Flynn, for your donation. Fantastic, my friend. Fantastic. Get in there, son. I think Takar. Hey, I think Qatar will confirm as the new owners. Yeah. United as the Saudi Tourism Authority, STA, broke of negotiations to sponsor United for 235 million in early 2023. Saudi Pro League bought us, not United players. Yeah. You have a valid point, and on this platform we can always debate and speculate and But at the end of the day, Nigel, like, the proof will be in the pudding. Like, you will see, right? I think that from now on, I just want this transfer window to be closed and just move on to the next step, and that's the ownership. Like, it's been dragging on for far too long, and I'm positive that's going to happen. There's been sign of this window, according to my opinion, that they've been given just this. Yeah, actually, media was saying, like, here's 150 million, do whatever you want, but you're not going to get anything more. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm backing the manager. I'm backing the whatever Kesera. I'm positive about this window. I'm looking at what the other people have been recruiting, Phil. I mean, Liverpool, have they completed the Gravenberch?
Yeah, do you know why I want to big up? I want to big up Forest. I think Forest have done some good moves in Nottingham Forest. They've got Alanga, left wing, 17.5 million. Chris Wood, centre forward from Newcastle. Obviously, that hasn't worked out for him because they re-recruited 17 million. They've got Mario back from Corinthians for 12 million. Dominguez from Bologna for 10. Matt Turner, the goalkeeper from Arsenal, for 8.15. Callum Hudson-Odoi, he's gone there for 3.5. Nuno Tavares from Arsenal alone. I just think that they've done quite well in the window. You just see, like, and they've been linked with some names as well. So I think, obviously the fact that they nearly went down last season, Cooper's been backed a bit more this time. And I think with a little bit of money that they've got, as respectfully a smaller club trying to make the way in the big league, then I think they've done well. And let's not forget, I think probably the signing of the day, apart from Amrabat, is Fatty to Brighton.
That's a good one. Oh, João Felix got his move today to Barcelona as well. He did. Finally waiting. Yeah. Ayush Jill. Sign Peter Crouch. Ayush Jill, number 2. Sign Usain Bolt. He can run, we all know, from defense to attack in 9 seconds. We don't need another big Dan James. We tried that, Ayush. But yeah, no, he's a massive. I love Usain Bolt. Listen, can you just take over for a second? I just need to look after my cat for a second.
Yeah, no problem. So Box has just said breaking news. Yeah, can you hear me all right? Yeah. Yeah. So breaking news from Box. Official in United. 19-year-old defender Logan Pye completed a permanent move to Burnley. So again, we're seeing the youngsters going out, leaving to other clubs, being gifted. And you know what? If they're not going to get a game for the starting 11, or for even in the first team, they're not going to get the chance, then fair play for just letting them go. Giving them a chance and letting them find the feet. Many people, I know we brought Johnny Evans back, and some people say, why have we done that? It was desperate. We should never have done it. But at the same time, I don't think we should have let him go when we did. But he went off, won the Premier League for another team, one of the greatest Premier League wins that anybody's ever in memory with Leicester. And so, yeah, I just think giving these kids the opportunity rather than holding them back is vital for the development. And I think fair play to United. Whether it's because they were never going to make it or they're not good enough. Obviously Jamie Wayne refers to Gravenberch as well, blames the Glazers for that. My computer's a little bit slow. I have clicked on it, but it's just not popping up at the moment, sorry. Blame the Glazers for the fact that Gravenberch went to Liverpool. Maybe we were in for him, maybe we weren't. I do not know. We don't know what the truth is. We read a lot in the papers. I did think it was going to collapse when Fulham pulled out the Palina deal, but it hasn't. So, I think it was probably because by then it was too late. Paperwork was signed. Everybody thought everything was going to go through. Can we find another BB, as Soul Searchers just said? Please no. Agallo. We've seen these sort of players coming through. We saw it last season with Weghorst, last minute panic deal. I just don't know who it is that we're going to get, if we're going to get anybody else. That with just under an hour and a half ago, that we are going to get anybody else. Unless, does anybody know of any out of contract strikers that we could still be linked to. Just not had the chance. Peter,
yeah, I have one. I have one.
I'm trying to show all these
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
But they're just not popping up. I'm sorry at the moment. So yeah, as Peter and Wingy on standby with this guy. Yeah, we all know about that one. Absolutely fantastic. Drove all the way there and then drove all the way back. Glazers nearly ruined the Amrabat deal. Jamie Wayne saying, how does a team of Man United's stature have no depth? It's a terribly run business and team. So that's some soul searcher. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I think that's exactly what Ten Hag's trying to build. He's got a squad. We're starting to see his favourite 11. He's not there yet. He knows. He said in his own press conference the other week about the fact that the striker is a thing that we needed to replace because we knew where we were struggling. If you watch the games, not live because you watch it differently, but when you watch the games back, you see that the opportunities that we're creating so many opportunities to score. We're just not taking them. When you look at like Fernandez in the Spurs game, completely perfectly timed run behind the Spurs defense and completely missed the header. A proven striker would have finished that, no doubt, but we are making the opportunities. We've hit in the post, the bar, we're putting them wide. And I really feel that once we see the best of Hojlund, once he settles in, we're going to start seeing those goals come.
Yeah, you have a little bit of a lag. Phil, you have a lag according to what RJ was saying. I picked that up earlier as well. You're lagging a little bit behind. So just for your information, can you hear me? Yes, now 1 minute later.
I can hear you. Nothing I can.
That's fine.
I heard you a minute ago and I said a minute ago, but yeah.
It's okay. It is what it is.
Yeah,
it's your
Paul
Wi-Fi,
Greaves is saying, it is, mate. United practically give their youngsters away, whereas Man City get 45 million for a youngster that no one's heard of. This is what I was saying earlier on in the show about the fact of I just don't understand it. You know, there seems a lot more going on. I feel that with these sort of deals that cities are making, they're going to use this to wiggle out of some of these 115 FFP issues. How they will, I don't know, but they will find a way. We could get Hazard. He's a free agent who could play false nine. I just asked the question, Mick, while you're away, of who is a free agent who we could potentially get, and that's one of the responses that someone's provided. But yeah, I don't think Hazard's cutting it anymore.
Yeah, Hazard apparently thinking to put his boots on the shelf to retire. He hasn't gone well for Hazard since he left Chelsea, though. He was the big signing for Real Madrid. Didn't really work out, and yeah, I mean, he was such an amazing player when it was for Chelsea, but sad to see, though.
Kenny Fan is asking, is this a call-in show? It's written in the title.
Yes. I will paste the link in the description here. Anyone wants to come in and express yourself, come in, have a say. Give us your thought and feeling, right? How you feeling, if this is a good window, if it's a bad window. I mean, for me, it's a mix of everything. I understand what the club are doing, but are they just masking it, like, to pretend that we don't have money, but there's been money there already, like, as per usual, like, they were deceiving me, for instance, to say, like, oh, this is a very good window, we're moving fast, and then it just slowed down. And I understood that we were focusing on the outs, but then at the end of the day, to wait to the last minute to suck the joy out of Amrabat and not even to have as a permanent buy. Apparently, it's smart because this is a loan with an obligation to buy. That doesn't end up on the books this year. Did you know that?
Say that again, sorry.
The Amrabat deal, it doesn't end up on the books this year, if you didn't know, because it's a loan basically with an obligation to buy. So it doesn't really affect. Yeah. So this is funny. So they have done some magical stuff to balance the books and everything. I don't know. I mean, it would surprise me if we do get it in another loan deal striker. I mean, how many? There's a certain rules how many players you can loan in per season, right?
Yeah, I remember reading on that, but I can't know what the actual number is. I'll see if we can find out while we're in the show. I'll see if we can get it. But my internet is going so slow at the moment.
Yeah, you have a lagging
got that
internet.
many different windows open as well, so I'll probably have to try and
close it down.
Let me just see if I can close some things
come back
down.
in and you can come back in again and just sort yourself
yeah, just
out.
give me
like, you know, I have Losa in the stream.
Come back in and
you can come back in again and just sort yourself. Somebody has okay, if you're gonna come back in, don't use lower down your internet, Losa, because then we have feedback. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
Yeah, good. Thank you. I had to just remove you for a second because you had background noise there as well. What's your general thoughts and feeling regarding our window, mate? Like, you know, but first and foremost, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from London. Just relocated back from Manchester, just
Wicked.
for work reasons.
Wicked, Loisa. Well, welcome to the stream.
Thank you.
Talk to us. What's your general feeling, mate?
My feelings are the same as today when we saw our manager, all teeth grinning, laughing at questions about Amrabat. So I don't know why most of the times Man United fans are always going overboard, but we know this from since Fergie left. We should be used to this. The manager has got his back, he one hand tied behind his back.
Yeah, I know.
So he's doing his best. So some people are rating this window 0 out of 10. Like, come on, guys. The manager has got most of his sponsor player that he wanted. People are hating on Mounts. You don't know what the manager has got plans for him. Now he's got Amrabat. You see how happy he was today when he was doing the press conference.
He was giggling, wasn't he? He knew.
Yeah, he even laughed. Yeah, he even laughed.
He was laughing like a kid in the candy shop.
You see, so this is why we need to relax and just trust our manager. We haven't had this manager, like even Sir Alex Ferguson is going to dinner with him. He likes what he's doing. So we just need to relax. It's just 3 games in. He said himself, 3 games in.
Big up Sigrid for sorry, mate. Sigrid, just got to read out this super chat. Sigrid came in with the super chat. Big up, mate. One of our members is welcoming. I hope Qatar announcements very soon. We've completed this club. Deserve the best, not the bad, like the Glazers. Glazers are. Big up, man. Okay, green and gold until we announce and sold. 100%, mate. Yeah, keep going, my friend. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So basically, I just think the manager can taste something is happening with this squad. Even when we came from 2-0 down that game against Forest, our last game, you could see the manager he trusts the squad. For me, someone that played semi-pro football, when the manager trusts his team, you just feel it. He knows what he's trying to do, and the pieces now will fall together. And then now we'll see what we're really made of. His last comment was, "Let's go to war, boys. Let's go. We're ready now."
Yeah. No, I love him. I absolutely adore Ten Hag, and you know, maybe it's just me today. I'm just very tired in a certain ways that it's been such a exhausting week, and just want to close this window and move on so we can play football. That's because that's what we're here for, right? You know.
Yeah, definitely.
I absolutely agree what you're saying, because you sing from the same Spotify hymn sheet like me. Like, you know, I'm always been positive, always looking in this way, that way, and I can say that this time around we didn't go for the sexy shirt sellers. It's been Ten Hag's choices, to be honest, you know.
Exactly.
And we don't really know what his absolute preferred targets was. Maybe that was more media targets to say that.
No. In terms of the target, we know who he wanted.
I'm gonna pose a question. Yeah. I have to pose a question because, you know, we were in the midst of a takeover. We you know, everyone was getting giddy, like, you know, oh, we're going to get all this money, and everyone was saying, we want Mbappe, we're going to get Harry Kane, we're going to get a Victor Osimhen, and everyone was getting giddy, and that kind of, I think that led to the expectations, and coming down to the end, everyone is comparing. Ah, it's a shit
Yeah.
window. I get that. But this is the second season of Ten Hag, and you know, I was expecting a little bit more reinforcement, a little bit more backing. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, mate. We apparently.
Yeah, exactly. This is where it all comes down to from the last 20 years since Fergie left. So this is why we even like tonight 6 o'clock we were protesting at Old Trafford. So this is why it comes through. Like now we have at least a manager who's gonna look at the board and say, "You guys, I don't know what you guys doing." That's why he's going for the players he knows, because even himself, he has to protect himself. I'm gonna go for the players that I know, because I want, at least I can build this team to go forward. Look now, how many players has he taken out since last year? It's only his second season. We're trying to forget. The man is trying to build something special here, but people are just, oh, Ten Hag out, because
no. Listen, on this channel,
the game is not flowing properly, but you can just see glimpses. We're gonna come good, guys.
On this channel, we never Ten Hag out. Like, you know, I'm Ten Hag in 210, 1000%. According to my opinion, welcome to the stream, Sajib, all the way from Sydney as well. How you doing, man? According to my opinion, Ten Hag is the best manager since Alex Ferguson. You know, you can see,
definitely,
you can see the changes. You can clearly see the changes. You can see what he wants to do, right? The people he appointed around him, it's only going to get better from now, right?
Yeah,
of course. Just because we lost against Spurs, people were just losing the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big up, my friend.
Yeah, no, just one. But you have to realize, because as me playing semi-pro, you have to realize this guy, he's a very stubborn guy, obsessed guy, and if you know, that's why we're doing so many repetitive things in training, because he's been here like it's gonna be 2 years now, but still some players are not doing what he wants for us to play his system. So that's why we're still building. And we've seen glimpses of last year beating big teams. That's why I said we can beat any team in the world, but we can see also we can lose 7-0 and this kind of stuff. But we just have to trust his process. The players, I think they're in it. And then starting Sunday, you see, I think there's something going on. Rasmus Hojlund is going to make something happen on Sunday.
No, there was something in that press conference, my friend.
Yeah, you can see, you can feel it in his, the way he was giggling and reacting. There's something happening. I think Rasmus Hojlund has killed all the defenders in training. So we'll see.
He's been eating them for breakfast. Get out of here.
But Varana's actually said,
and now we've got to do Amrabat.
That he's a tough.
We've got to do Amrabat. Now we're sorted.
Yeah. Hang on a second.
And one thing I'm going to say to all the Arsenal fans, I hope you're listening. We're going to finish on top of you this year.
Get in, son. Listen, hold your horses. I just had a new guest coming in. Marky, can you hear me, Mark? Ground control to Mark.
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mark. Where are you from, Mark?
I'm from Denmark.
From Denmark?
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo! Brother from another mother. Scandinavian brother. When I go there. How is it going?
It's nice we can jump in here. It's going good. It is. You're doing an awesome job with this channel.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Denmark, then. So you must be excited for a potential debut of Rasmus Hojlund.
Definitely. I have been following him since his day in Copenhagen.
Excellent. And we drew Copenhagen in the Champions League as well.
Yeah. So I can actually watch a Manchester United game. I'm just going to buy the ticket here in Denmark.
Wicked.
Mark, can I just ask you a question? How do you think that that Hojlund's brothers, who both play for Copenhagen, are doing as players? Are they sort of developing in the same mold, or are they way behind?
They're behind. I mean, they're not as old as he is. They're not ready for like a big step yet. Rasmus was actually, he has had like in Copenhagen, he wasn't the main guy even. But when he left, he has done such a like jump afterwards. So I hope he will do good. I really do. In Italy, he did so good. Like his progress has been like so fast. Let's see what happens once he hits its head.
So basically, Mark, is what you're saying, it's just a sensational saga by itself, like, you know, because he hasn't played senior football for that long, right? He started at FC Copenhagen, and all of a sudden he went to Strum, like Graz.
Yeah. But from what I know of him, I mean, his biggest strength, his biggest sorry, English words. He really likes Ronaldo and his mindset, and his like work effort in training, and how determined he can be. That's why he can like take those big leaps he has done so far. In Copenhagen, they didn't trust him, so he didn't get game time. Afterwards, he got the game time, and he has grown so fast. So I'm really looking forward to it. But I'm a bit afraid of injuries. I am with him. He's young. He is young.
He's young. My understanding, he comes from a very athletic family as well. Like his father used to play professional football as well.
Don't know much about his family, to be honest. I don't.
Okay. And his mother used to be like a elite track runner as well. So that's where he got his explosive speed. This guy is fast.
Yeah, he's very fast. But what I was actually jumping in to say is I would like to hear your take, because I think this transfer window is like a work in progress.
It is.
I think what Ten Hag and actually also the sport director is doing is trying to break the way the Glazers have run the club. Because in pretty much all of the contracts they give, if we don't get into Champions League, everyone gets 25% less in wages. We pay wages of almost 200 million a year. That's 50 million. They save. I think, isn't it like 60 million you get from entering Champions League? You have to spend more if you want to like compete in the Champions League, and you can get 50 million like instant save from not getting there. So first year is good, we go in. Then I actually think they want to get us out. They never back our manager in the second year. Then they get 50 million from the wages. They save that. Like Harry Maguire, he has just gotten his wages up to 200,000 pounds a week again. So I think they're trying to break that with just selling also the sell, and get different contracts with different wages, and where it's not like that, because it's just stupid. They can control it. The Glazers could potentially put in, isn't it like 60 million every year themselves, which they have never done. They would have to do that for us to compete in Champions League, so they would get more money from getting to the semifinals, for example. But from not getting there, they get 50 million a year. And next year they want to go in, so they spend a bit, but they only spend what we like earn as a club. So we need to get them out. They are such leeches. It has
100%. I mean, you mentioned a very interesting point there. Like if they were really smart business people, they would invest and make more money. You know, everyone can see this, but they haven't. I don't think they're very smart. They know just how to take money out. And basically, you know, everyone knows that they inherited this from Malcolm that died 2015. And even Buccaneers is in trouble as well. So they don't really know how to handle money. That's my take out of this ownership, right?
Yeah, but other clubs don't have this weight structure. Players don't get less for not getting into Champions League.
But another thing, also an interesting point, why are they giving this wage structure? You know, you got to ask the question why. And then you have to look at, because it's increasing the overall evaluation, right? So now the club is being on the market for sales. Like, you know, you have an overinflated squad. Manchester United has the biggest squad in all Premier League, you know, with the most expensive squad as well, to be honest. And then when you go to the market to sell the club, that is part of the evaluation of the sales price, if you didn't know.
So, of course it is, but that's like peanuts. That's peanuts overall. It is. But the way they have run the club is we can be sure to get 50 million a year by not getting into Champions League. Let's not back our manager, get our 50 million, because we save that in wages. then we go back in again, because otherwise we will lose sponsorships. They have been up and down, up and down, up and down, which has put us kind of in this like middle of the pack club. Ten Hag did so good last year, and we got to third place. But it's been the same over and over. Even Mourinho, it was the same. I think this has been their strategy, because that's like they can put money in their pockets. The club will never develop, but they don't care. We need to get them out. That is what's most important.
Yeah, no, that's all we can hope for, my friend. Anyone wants to comment on this one?
Look, yeah, can I add something on that as well?
Yeah, Glazer, come on.
Yeah, this is what gives me encouragement. Thank you, Mark. Because you see, like Amrabat, like for example, this is what gave me encouragement. Those news that were coming out that we're gonna be sold out in October, we're gonna hear more new stuff. This is what gave me encouragement, because we made Amrabat wait. He will have gone and walked the whole Sahara Desert and come back, and he's still waiting. That's why I know they don't want to spend no more money, because they know something is gonna happen in the next few months. So if I'm so stingy like them, even me, I will not spend my own money, because
no, of course not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fix this leak in the tap. No, I'm gonna sell this house in 2 months.
No, but Glazer, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm selling you my car, my Vauxhall or whatever. What do we call
Vauxhall Corsa.
Corsa, yeah.
Brands are available.
Yeah, listen to this, right? I'm selling you my Vauxhall Corsa, right? The way it is, right? You've done your evaluation. You say, Mick, I really like it, and then you're really taking time for it. You're putting a bed, and then you come, hey, Mick, can you put in some, mag wheels on it, like some chrome wheels?
No.
No, of course not.
No.
How are you going to finance it? There you go. And that's the way it is,
Yeah. So hopefully they go out, because how we've done good business. I think someone asked me, how do you rate this transfer window? I gave it a 7. Because
when you think about it, yeah,
when you think about it now, transfer deadline is almost there. When you think about it, Ten Hag has got his main targets, especially the spine at the back with Onana. The only thing that was missing is a young centre back that we was going for, Kodibo, and then I think that's why he has signed Johnny Evans, because Maguire will not touch the pitch. Johnny Evans is gonna come before him.
No,
Johnny Evans will play before Maguire. Trust me.
I believe so, Lozo. Listen, what?
So
one thing.
The guy. Did you see Maguire on his socials posting England squad? Oh yeah, look, my name is there. Okay, right. Yeah, Ten Hag is there smiling. Okay, my friend.
Lozo, can I add something to it? What we need to remember as well. Just because this transfer window ends now, you have a January window open. And with the January window open, hopefully we have new ownership. That means we're going to go also get the target that we missed in the summer window. You know what I mean? So So I agree. I will also give it a 7, because for me it was all about to clear the deadwood out, right? And also, like, we didn't overpay for certain targets. We played a cool game. So if you look at how we handled the Amrabat situation, pure strategy to wait to the end, to make he rejected everyone. He put in a strike. He put in a transfer request. How many clubs can
Ten Hag has always been in his ears. Every day he's messing. Bruv, you better not go nowhere.
Yeah. So, bro, how many clubs called? Jurgen Klopp called up twice to ask him, for a date. He said, no, thank you. I'm already married.
He didn't even answer. He declined.
Yeah. He's like, I'm already married to Ten Hag. No, thank you. So what does it mean at the end of the day? So it is a tap in for Manchester United to do whatever they want, because, Fiorentina already lined up with their replacement, a gentleman called, what was his name? Maxime Perez or something, Maxime Perez. And then at the end of the day, you don't want to keep a player that's not happy, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
And this shows you how much pull power. Even Ten Hag this season, he came and said, I can see something different now. all the big players. When he signed, he said it was difficult. I was calling these players like, no, I'm not coming there. This player, no, I'm not coming there. But this season, when he said, players now want to come to Manchester United because they can see a project. And that's why we have the first manager now. He has, even though they come in, the Glazers, John Mata, whoever they are at the top of him, he is showing them, look, I think Alex Ferguson tell him something in his head, bruv, go and assert yourself in these people. Because they're gonna, at the end of the day, you're the one that's gonna lose the job. They're just gonna fire you for no reason. So go and assert yourself and make sure you do things your way. That's why we see Ten Hag is dominating and directing. I want this player, I want this player, I want that player. Okay, you go there, you fail these discussions. Okay, here's another one I've got for you. Go and fail again, or get me the player.
No, that's another thing which we're talking about. That's pulling power. But I just wanted to land on what I started with the Amrabat situation. How smart it is, actually. You know.
Yeah. It's PR. It's PR. One of my friends from Manchester.
Brother, can I finish my speech? Can I finish?
Sorry, yeah, go on.
Okay. I will let you speak in a bit. So in a way, it's a smart business because it comes to the end of the window. It means that the seller is desperate, right? You don't want to keep a player. What did I say? Like an unhappy player. So obviously, like, you know, the whole price was 25 plus 5, always been, right? And all of a sudden you get that on along with an option to buy for 10 million. You know what I mean? So that money is not going on the books. It's not going on the FFP this year at all. So tell me if this is smart or not. This is also stupid when you think about it.
It's only smart if we get another.
No. It's smart for the Glazers. It's gonna give them it's gonna save them a couple of millions, but it's not smart in terms of Ten Hag head, in terms of football. Because Ten Hag said 3 things: football, football, football. That's the first 3 things that should come to Manchester United. Football, football, football. Forget PR, forget all this other stuff. Football, football, football. 3 things he said. He didn't even mention nothing else about making money.
All right.
But of course, he's clever now. He knows how to work these guys.
Yeah.
So we move, and now we have to get behind our manager. We're gonna have a beautiful season when everyone is fit. Even everyone was melting down. We've played 3 games. We haven't done so good, but he's still relaxed because he knows he's thinking ahead.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Listen, my friend. I had Sajiv here all the way from Sydney. Came in. He hasn't had a say yet, so he's been patiently sitting in talk. So, if you don't mind, Sajiv, welcome to the stream all the way from Sydney.
Welcome, Sajiv.
Good morning. Good morning to you, sir.
Thank you so much, man.
So tell us your general. Do you agree what Lowe's is saying? Do you agree with Mark is saying? You know, I don't want to rate this window. I just want to say, like, in general, I am happy with what Ten Hag brings. I mean, what's your thought process? Are you negative? Are you positive? Or are you thinking it is what it is?
Yeah, honestly, this transfer window is, yeah, I think in my opinion in general, I mean, this Amrabat deal in this whole thing has taken quite long time, and it's like the way how they have handled this situation is absolutely poor. And you've also got to take an account about the Greenwood situation as well. It's beyond shambles. And Mason Mount signing, I don't really understand the signing, and that was my one critique of Ten Hag. But like, other than that, the players that he has brought in, so far have been all right. I mean, Serge Reguilon, for me, he's I don't mind Serge Reguilon, to be honest with you.
Neither do I, actually. No.
Yeah, he's been, I don't know why some people are saying that he's awful and all. He was actually decent at Spurs. He was superb at Sevilla, by the way.
Yeah.
This guy at left hand side, this guy can offer you more offensively than like Luke Shaw, to be honest with you.
Yes. Listen, thank you, Sajiv. Phil, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to you, sir, because you are Mr. Football Philosophy when it comes to this channel. You said Sajeev said he didn't make sense of Mason Mount signing, but yes, do you agree that if you didn't get an Amrabat in, Mason Mount signing wouldn't make sense, but with an Amrabat in, it makes sense?
See, I've been watching. Obviously, there's a lot of people slating Mason Mount, so I watched the game different. I watched. Because I've been away as well. I've not been able to watch the games live, so I've been watching them back. Pause it, rewind it. You already know the results, so it doesn't really matter. I knew that we lost 2-0 to Spurs, but I still watched the whole game. I wanted to analyze it and kind of look at how the players are moving and what they're doing. And when you watch it, if you watch Mason Mount, I actually think he's making it. He was until he got injured, making a great contribution. I think when you see he's breaking up play, he's playing the ball forward, he's making some great tackles, some good blocks. Yes, sorry, I'll come back to that in a minute. Absolutely. But, I think that Mason Mount is actually not going to be a bad signing at all. I know Mark just said that Mason Mount is rubbish. I disagree. Everyone's obviously entitled to their opinion. That's the whole purpose of this show. And I just think that, he's a young lad at the end of the day. He's trying to find his feet in a new team. A team where Ten Hag is trying to build something new, trying to get people to play for the badge and give energy and effort. And that's something that you can say for Mason Mount. He never stops. He didn't stop running in that game until the moment he came off. You see some players coming off the pitch, they look angry, but they don't look tired. They don't look shattered. They don't look like they've got no energy left. But I want to see players coming off that pitch wrecked, like they've just give their all, and I just feel that Mason Mount brings that. I think at the moment, obviously, Mason Mount was brought in pre-season. He missed that sitter on his first game, and I think that's played on his mind a little bit. But what you've seen is he's been getting into goal-scoring positions. I'm not quite sure what he's been bought for, whether he's been bought for an attacking position or defensive. I'm not quite sure. So Mark's just saying, is he worth wearing the mercurial number 7? Come back to this Swift comment. Let me come back to that in a minute. So Mark's just said in the chat, is he worth the number 7 shirt? No, I don't think he is. I think he should have earned the number 7 shirt. Giving that number 7 shirt is a massive statement of intent. Yes, absolutely. But I think that is possibly a mistake that Ten Hag made. But, maybe not. Maybe by the end of the season, we might be waxing lyrical about Mason Mount because it was only a few seasons ago. Obviously, you fancy Premier League sort of thing. He's in your fancy teams. He was getting the goals, getting the assists. He was playing really good for England. Did really well in the World Cup. So we know he can be a great player, and he's still only quite young. So I still believe in the fact that, and we've not overpaid for Mason Mount either. Just moving on to Swift BBT, I feel the reason why Ten Hag did not go for Gravenberg is because he's got big plans for Mainoo's return. Well, we don't know whether he did go for Gravenberg or not, but we do know that he believes in Kobbie Mainoo, and he was gutted as much as the fans when we saw that injury. We felt sorry for him. He was given that chance, and it just, yes, go on, Mick, sorry.
I can answer the question because Gravenberg was a surprise that came at the very end of the window. His main target was always to have a Mason Mount together pairing with the Amrabat. You know why? Because they both have bundle of energy, right? As what you said, Mason Mount, what he gives you off the ball is a lot of bundle of energy, right? So does Amrabat. You see in the sprints of Amrabat, and you have those two destroyers together. That's lethal, right? But he was given the chance to with Gravenberg, but he already made up his mind in his strategy when he planned for the team, and Amrabat was always on top of his list. So I think he informed Gravenberg to say, look, I've already made up my mind, and Gravenberg looked around and said, accepted the Liverpool offer. So just because Gravenberg didn't, he didn't snub us, but Gravenberg is a good player. Like, I wish him all the best. It's a massive good signing as well, but we can't have him all, right?
Yeah. Imagine if we signed Gravenberch instead of Amrabat, we'll still be in the same position.
Yeah,
we'll still be having the same deficiencies going into the season. So that's why I agree with you.
Yeah,
Ten Hag knows what he's doing.
Marky, you're still here with us all the way from Denmark. What's your thoughts and feelings?
Yeah, I'm still here. The way I see it, this transfer window, and especially in the beginning, was last year we were so good defensively, but we were lacking goals and we were lacking goal-like chance creation. So I could kind of understand why he wanted Mount. Perhaps Ten Hag is a bit naive to think that these players will play the same every year. I mean, when you have watched Manchester United like just for a few years, you can see that they go up and down. But I personally think we should have gone for 2 strikers and 2 defensive midfielders.
Yeah.
And if we had spare money, a centre back. But I don't know. I would probably rate it like a 4 or a 5 so far.
No. But that's not Ten Hag's problem. Ten Hag gave his list already. So the board, the people who owned, they let him down. Even now, we're scrapping for loans, 1 million today, and then another 1 million tomorrow, because Ten Hag was thinking some players will leave. The takeover was going on fire. We were thinking, all of us were thinking, we're gonna get takeover. I'm gonna have more money to spend.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why Mason Mount was the first signing, and watch Mason Mount will become a very, very important player for us. That's why Ten Hag, with his chest, gave him the number 7 shot.
Okay, what I want to do now, guys, I want to knit things together. The way it stands now, let's look at the recruit and what parts of his system it will play, right? So look, we signed, for some reason, we signed Mason Mount for a specific role in the team, right? Together with an Amrabat, with Casemiro, with Bruno, with Eriksen. That is a good midfield, gents, right? And he added on a prolific goal scorer striker, 20-year-old prodigy, right? He's not a finished article, but we've seen, according to what Mark is also saying, his development is huge. You see that Ten Hag is giggling. He knows something. And I've been saying this, that he's been keeping him out for the 3-4 weeks since we signed him to get him ready. That's the thing, right?
Yep.
So we don't know yet what this team might bring. But if we knit it all together from position, pillar to post, playing out from the back with Onana, right? Phil, you know more tactics than I do. I'm trying to apply like the dots here, like, you know, instead of complaining about, you know, he's a shit signing, or let's just formalize the team.
I think that Mount has been brought in as Eriksen's replacement. I think Mount was available. As Chris Breeze has said, you know, Ten Hag wanted him in the past. And he's got the opportunity, so he's got him when he finally wanted him. He's got what he finally wanted, sort of thing. Obviously, as I say, I've watched Mount and I've watched the team, and I know everybody else has, but I mean, I've watched him in a different way from an analytical point of view, and I just think that he was actually playing quite well. I'm not saying he was the best player on the pitch, but when you look at the way that United started, no one's been the best player on the pitch. All right, there has been, but you know what I mean is there's been no great outstanding players because we've had a poor start to the season, whether that is the change of personnel, trying to play a different style, trying to learn to play out from the back. And one thing that we saw a lot of last season, the attackers were being asked to come back and defend a lot, basically because or maybe even the season before, because they couldn't trust the defence. And then when we showed it up with like Martinez and Varane, we started to go, okay, we can push forward a bit more. And so I think at the moment, Mount's not quite sure whether he's supposed to be at the front or at the back sort of thing, but his heat map is quite big. He's covering a lot of ground. He's on the left wing, the right wing, up front, at the back. He's more than box to box. He's wing to wing as well. He's covering a lot of space. He's not just in one position being told wait for the ball there or cover this little sort of area and then we'll get the ball through to you, or you play further back and play it further forward. There's a lot of fluidity in the team at the moment, and I think Ten Hag will, you know, it'll take time to embed his team in. Amrabat is going to come in, you know, anybody who comes in as like a defensive midfielder who's looking to get the blocks and the tackles and the movement and stuff like that, that is in some way an easier role than trying to get the transition of the forward passing and stuff like that, and knowing where players are going to run, because you're in for your tackles and your runs and your things like and your robustness. So I think Amrabat will settle in quicker than Mount has. But I think once Mount is fit, I think he'll have a chance to settle back into the team, and the team by then will see Hojlund making those runs. We'll see a lot. I think once we start to see Hojlund making these runs and knowing that we've got a finished, a striker who can finish, then we're goals coming from United, because we did it last season and we're doing it already this season from the start of the season. And I know we conceded 2 very early goals against Forest, and that was very, very poor. No one can deny that. That was poor defending. We didn't even jump for the headers. We were caught out really cold. No excuse for it. But in terms of going forward, which is what we're talking about right now, we're creating the opportunities. We're just not taking them. So I'm looking forward to. I think actually, when you look at Reguilón, he was brought in as a left back for cover for Shaw, which was never part of the original plan. So all this has to be taken into account as well. And as Los has been saying, Ten Hag is building something. He's not just doing it. He's a much younger Eriksen. Remember, Eriksen brought in as a squad player last season, wound up starting. Exactly that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's going to learn a lot from those above him who can give him that sort of training. He can learn a lot from them on the pitch and then become that better player. The problem with Ten Hag, the problem is these players who continue to not follow instructions. Van said need to be removed. Until then, we'll continue to fail. Jeff, give us names who you're referring to. You're saying that they need to.
No, I understand. I understand what Jeff is saying. I understand because I listen sometimes to Ten Hag in the post-match interviews, and he always say they didn't follow the rules and principles. So that means that some people didn't listen to the instructions.
Yeah,
That's true.
And every time the manager keeps saying that, because like I said before, I played semi-pro. When we go back in the change room or we go in training, the manager is saying, "You guys, you did not follow the instructions. We were training like this, and then you go and playing like that." So that's why I think, Phil, you're right. Mason Mount will come good. And there's a reason why Ten Hag really, really wanted. This is an intellectual manager. Why he really, really wanted Mason Mount. And I don't think we're going to see this just all of a sudden, because as fans, we just, we just want the cake right in front of us. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. And we're going to be cooking soon. We're going to be cooking.
Oh yeah, welcome to my kitchen, Ten Hag's kitchen. Listen, you have a point. Manchester United fan base has been divided for a very long time. It's
and now that we've added Ramses, Hojlund, you see now those little goals that are dropping there, you're gonna see tappings. Yeah, man. This guy's a goal machine. Yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna predict now. Hojlund.
Oh, we have a Danish. He can educate us all. How do you pronounce
Rasmus Hojlund? He's gonna score 15 plus Premier League goals. I'm gonna put myself out there. Trust me.
Okay, we clip this then. Okay.
This team creates goals. This guy is a poacher.
All right.
Can I say something about what I see in Ten Hag's tactics?
Go ahead.
First of all, his Danish name is Hojlund.
Hojlund.
Yeah.
Cheers. But hey, Baba, my tongue is tough already from speaking Swahili and Kikuyu, Baba.
Yeah, let Marky speak now.
Sorry, Marky.
No, it's fine. I think it will take time, and not only just one season, because last season we didn't see much Ten Hag ball. He is trying. We could see it also in the preseason. It's not when we played like volleyball, where we were like one position. When we defend, it's one position, and when we attack, he wants us to transform more into like a 2-2-1-4 position. While we were in the preseason, so Bruno and Mount were like attackers, and they have to like run a bit backwards and forwards and stuff like that, just like Ajax played. I think that's what he's trying to do. At the same time, he knows Rashford is good on the transition, but it's not just like the 4-2-3-1 tactic, for example, like it was when we had Ole. He wants us to change when we defend. Pep does the same. One position when we defend and one position when we attack, longer attacks, not if it's a transition, of course. That was that. Am I completely wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. I just got a message that Amrabat's official announcement will be 10:30 UK time.
It is like 5 minutes. It's in 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you know, I said it in the I did a video and I said they're gonna spin this PR to make the merch of the hero and stuff like that to cover up for everything. Trust me, they're gonna do this, you know, and we know it. We know it's yeah. Listen, I am very positive because Ten Hag is cooking something, right? He's cooking, definitely. What happened to Loza? Did he disappear?
I don't know, man.
Okay, big up Loza for coming in and having your say. Big up, mate.
Thank you.
Now, yeah, I just want to say regarding the fan base, what I said earlier, like, you know, I do understand, like, you know, because Glazer's method was just to take money and not communicate. And since we were kept in the dark all the time, we never understood, like, you know, who the targets are or, you know, which direction we're going to. And, you know, and I'm just hoping that with the new structure, new ownership, that we have some form of clear-cut communication. Like, you know, you have somebody speaking to the fans, you know, to keep us informed at the end of the day. So big up to everyone. Please, guys, don't forget to smash and like. If you want to come in and have a say, we'd still have a spot open. Thank you, Loza, for coming in and have your say. It's always a pleasure to have new people coming in and speak. I will paste the StreamYard link in here. Voila. You're welcome. I'm just reading something on the back of a tweet from David Ornstein, right? Just to give an example how the fans are, you know. Once a United player, according to my opinion, wherever they go, there will always be a United player in my heart. You know what I mean? I wish them all the best, right? Yes. So it's speaking about regarding Mason Greenwood, he's getting close to Getafe. You know, it's a matter of time they're preparing the paperwork, right? And then you can see the follow-up tweet. So people are just wishing him harms. I hope he flops, yuck, and blah, blah, blah. You know, come on, man. Seriously. Why would you do so, right? It does not really compute to me. I mean, we've seen it all before. Like, you know, people, the way I grew up at least, like, you back your team, you back your manager. Of course, you give critique when critique is due. And to give to say that Mason Mount is shit in the early season, I don't get that. Like, you know, at least we can give it a try. Like, you know what? Like, we recruited in, like, you know, Anthony Dos Santos, like, you know, yeah, the jury will be out on him now, but it's not his fault. The price tag ended up on 100 million almost, right? But at the end of the day, like, you know, it's the performance we can judge and call the player if it's good or bad, right? We've seen with Jadon Sancho, you know, he couldn't really handle the pressure. Just remember, you're playing for the biggest club in the world, and to play under, you know, Theatre of Dreams, it must be a horrible experience. Like, you know, the nerves, because the crowd is very loud and crowd is very demanding, right? Okay. What's going on in the ether? Hi, everyone. Jeff Steele. Good morning to you, Australia. Jeff, you want to come in and have a say, mate? Come in. Say g'day. I'll paste the link here. You're always up here early as well. We have another chap from Sydney here sitting as well. So come in and have a talk to us, mate. It's only 4 of us. We have one from Denmark, one from Manchester. We have one sitting in Sydney. So let us have more international people in here. What's going on? Any breaking news? Nothing? We are getting close to the 30 minutes to the close.
No, I've just been having a look. I couldn't really see anything at the moment. That's why I was just a bit quiet, just trying to browse the news, see if I could find anything. A couple of stuff, somebody maybe making a move to Luton, but nothing.
Alfredo Padula thinks.
Not
I
much
spoke to him earlier, like, you know,
breaking at this moment.
Listen, Alfredo knows. He sent me a message earlier today. I shared it with you. He said we won.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he listed everything that he's done. I was like, okay, good stuff. If you know, you know.
Somebody mentioned earlier about the fact of, you know, Amrabat and stuff like that. And it's surprised that nobody went for them, especially Chelsea. And that I can't find the comment. I was trying to find it then. But at the end of the day, you know, I think that they got a bit excited with all the rumours that were circulating about everyone was going to spend all this money and everyone was going to have a big battle for him. But then they put a 140 million price tag on him, priced him out of a move. I think they'd have been smarter to go around about 80, 90.
Well, was there Alfredo? Sorry, man. Sorry. Is Alfredo just tweeted now? Things done, Sofyan Amrabat. He was before. Lucky. Yeah. Is that a live tweet? Oh, big up. And then you will see like, you know, here we go, Mr. Here we go. Follow it, right? Yeah.
I think we've seen the Here We Go before. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, please go. Yeah, guys, retweet. Go if there's a tweet from Alfredo,
there it is.
Just retweet it. Yeah. Retweet it, say thank you so much. You know, he's been all the way supporting Manchester United and wishing all the best. So, you know what? It's all. I will do it as well. Hang on a second. Oh, we have Loza back in here as well. You disappeared, but welcome back in.
Sachib, can I just ask what you think of the how we've done with the in the transfer window this season? How do you think we've done? Are you happy with it?
So far it's been all right. I mean, at the end of the day, like the transfer window, it's at the end of the transfer window. We have to deal with it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
I actually think that we've.
I don't find it sweet though.
Yeah, absolutely, Steph. Big up Phil, Mick, Mark, Sanjeev, and all VR rumors. Thank you, Steph, for as always your major support. Yeah, I mean, I'll just give my take on the transfer window. I think that we've done actually all right. You know, considering the FFP, whether it is the money or whatever and stuff like that. I'm actually happy. I'm looking forward to the Arsenal game. I'm excited. We've got some big name. We've got some big positions filled. We've sorted the goalkeeper out, which everyone was complaining about last season with our distribution. It might not be quite the shot stopper that De Gea was, and people are already questioning would De Gea have made that. But what I did like about, as I already saw the interview that Anana did after the Spurs game, he was questioned on the conceding the goals and whether he was blaming Martinez and stuff. And basically what he was saying was that at the end of the day, whenever there's a goal conceded, he looks at everybody and he starts looking at himself first. And he wonders if he was making enough communication with his defence. And I like that. Not like looking to point the blame or say, oh, yeah, it's a team effort. He said, I'll start with me. So absolutely got the right attitude about it. You know, even though he's making these saves, he's improving the distribution. We're seeing some great things already. I'm liking what I'm hearing from Anana as well. So Anana, absolutely fantastic. Mount have already had a say on. Regular.
He's been breaking news, Phil. Amrabat has been announced just now.
Yeah, fantastic. Brilliant.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's fine, mate. It's fine. So yeah, you know, Regulon, we were the United fans were after him before he actually went to Spurs, saying how he's going to be fantastic. We want him. As he went to Spurs, we didn't want him, and all that usual stuff. I think he'll do all right for us. You know, in that first game against us, he turned up left wing, and we were like questioning whether or not we made a mistake in not going for him. We've got him in now. When you see the pictures, he looked over the moon to be there. You see some players who sign for clubs and they look like, what am I doing here? But I had no choice. He looks like he's made up to be here. He's got a chance to resurrect his career. And I think all good. It's just disappearing. Oh, yeah. Is it just, do you want to make yourself just on your own screen, make it bigger?
Yeah, it's on the Manchester United official Twitter account 3 minutes ago. Sofyan Amrabat United.
Good stuff. Yeah, we knew it was coming. It's absolutely fantastic. That's the one we wanted to see. That's the one we wanted to see across the line. Why doesn't anyone in England take time to think instead of just running off the mouth? It amazes me. I think at the end of the day, Bestie, you know, it's so easy to criticise United because it's the Abus. Anybody wants everyone to do well apart from United, and you know, there was the going on about the penalties and stuff the other week. It was going on for about a week. and then there was all the other stuff last week, and there was hardly a thing said in the press. It was just like it's a good thing, you know. I like it when we're hated because at the end of the day, it shows that we're back. Because when we weren't hated and nobody really cared, we were just quiet. But now we're making noise again, so people are getting a bit afraid. So yeah, absolutely, we're back.
Welcome, Don Amrabat. Yay! He's in. He's in. He's in. He's in. He's in. He's in, and we gonna win. What's going on, Stephanie? Tell us. Did Klopp sign Gravenberch as of yet? Is that panic station over in Scouser? Talk to us. 15 minutes left to the window close, isn't it? No, it's actually 25 minutes. I'm getting excited. It's box office now. What's going on in Scouser? Is it done deal yet?
Yeah, I think it's a done deal.
Okay, Liverpool hasn't had a great transfer window either, right?
Yeah,
City has done madness at the end of the window as well.
They have done well.
Yeah. Arsenal has been a flop as well. Like, you know, I feel sorry for you and Timber.
Yeah, I think Timber was the only
blow.
signing of the summer, but unfortunately, that was an unfortunate injury. He had suffered.
Okay, so wait a minute. What number will Hojlund have now? 11.
17.
11.
I think it will get Fred's number. That's his old number.
I thought 17 was
Garnacho's got 17.
Yeah.
Then he won't.
Yeah. Garnacho's got 17. He's had it on social media for the last 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And tonight there's been a video released where some kids were outside waiting to get to see him, and he's handed them a gift, which is the number 17 shirt, because they had the old 49 on it. Just at the top of the show, I made a comment about Johnny Evans winning the Premier League with Leicester. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Somebody was going mad, going, "Oh, why have you said that? It's all incorrect. It's incorrect. Tell it, correct it." I don't know what the stress was, but apologies. I was incorrect. I was on a roll, and I gave incorrect information, so I just take that back as well.
It's all right, Phil. The only reason we signed Johnny Evans is so Maguire is not going to play for this team. Ten Hag is going to make sure of that, because this guy, he's taking the piss out of us. Now, Ten Hag has dealt with Ronaldo, bigger character, 10 times, 20 times, 100 times than Maguire.
Right.
Maguire will not play for this team. That's why we have given Johnny Evans a contract. Johnny Evans is ahead of Maguire.
Joffa, how you going, mate?
Hi.
Hello, everyone. How are we?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you can hear me all right?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Proudly
United.
United.
So is it true Amrabat's just signed?
Yeah. Official.
Yep. Awesome. Could have done with another striker, having said that, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I think another striker, because Ten Hag always wanted 2 strikers. Harry Kane was number 1, and we were always going to sign Hojlund. He wanted 1 experienced striker and 1 youngster. We always going to, in January, he's probably going to go for another. Hopefully, we're going to be taken over before that. But we'll see.
Yeah. Listen, Joffa.
Good to see you finally, Mick.
Yeah. Good to see.
All the way from Adelaide, not Sydney.
Adelaide. Is it you, mate? Oh man. So I always mix up. So it's Jeff Steele, right?
Yes.
Jeffy. Oh, Joffa. Oh, okay, here you go, mate. Now I know I'm connecting the dots. How's things going in Adelaide, mate?
Good, mate. Good.
Are you going for the power, or are you going for
No, I'm a proud Collingwood supporter, mate, and we just
you're calling Magpies. Get out of town.
We just finished minor premiers.
Oh my God! You know who I support?
West Coast finished bottom.
Yeah, I know. Sucks. But we get a good pick good draft next season. How did Fremantle go?
We're here to talk United, so
yeah, we are. Yeah. Wicked. Welcome, mate. So we have Adelaide, we have Sydney, we are global. We have London. Mark is from Denmark. Phil is from Manchester. Mate, talk to us, Joffa. Like, you know, you happy?
Well, I'm happy being a United supporter. Not happy with the players. As I said in my little spiel a while ago, they continue to let Ten Hag down, which I'm not happy about. What's the reason for that, you guys? What do you think? Why do they continually not follow orders or instructions?
I take it to Phil upstairs. Your neighbor above.
Sorry,
Phil.
Money is the problem.
An advert
One at a
popped
time,
up and
Lost. I'm going to mute you.
I didn't hear the question. Could you repeat the question? Sorry, Joffa.
Hang on a minute, guys. Background noise.
Yes. Sorry.
What was the question, Mick?
He can ask you again.
No. He was saying, what do we think is the problem?
Yeah. No.
Why are these players not following instructions?
Just have some housekeeping rules. Don't speak in each other's mouths. Let people speak and finish. Joffa, go ahead.
I just wanted to get your guys' opinions why these guys continually let the manager, the club down, us down, and ultimately Erik Ten Hag down. The reason why Forest goes 2-0 up, the reason why we lose 7-0 to Liverpool is because these players continually are lazy and let everyone down.
Phil? Football philosophy?
Yeah, sorry, just lost Joffa at the end then. I think, you know, when you watch the I can't possibly answer why they conceded 2 goals early on. What I can see is the disappointment in the players, and I'm sure that Ten Hag is ripping into them as soon as he's, you know, as soon as he gets them back in the change room at half time. Talks about the mentality behind it. I think, you know, the Premier League for several years ago there was like the top 3 or 4, and then there was everybody else. And then, you know, generally you won most of those games, and you maybe had a bit of a competition towards the top. What's happened in the Premier League over like the last 8 to 10 years, we've started to see money with the parachute payments coming in, helping the lower clubs. They're making some good investments and they're making some good profits off big sales. And I think the mindset has got to change, because a lot of people are just going into a game thinking, oh, it's a lower league team, we can beat them, or we're at home, we'll be fine, we've got the fans behind us. And I think it's a mentality thing. I think they've got to, you know, Ten Hag's got to change that, and that is part of his job to do that. You know, I'm a kids football coach, and in my kids, we went unbeaten last season. We were in a much lower league. We weren't at the top of the league. We were in a lower league, but we went unbeaten last season. But nearly every game we went behind 1 goal, and I didn't know how to get that out of them. It was only when we talk about it all the time. We drill it into them. We'd be talking about different ways to combat it. Don't let it happen today. And then the one day it didn't happen in pre-season, we didn't go behind first. We scored first. We ended up losing. So, you know, everybody's human at the end of the day, but there is a mental game that you've got to work on. And I think, you know, when you look, that first goal, everything was wrong in it, because it was a corner to us. And we had no defenders on the halfway line or near the halfway line. We had nobody in our own half apart from Onana. And the furthest players back was Rashford, who was one of the fastest players that we've got, and then got caught by Owoni. And he slightly stumbled, Rashford, as he went to run, and then Owoni was away. Rashford did get back, but knew in the second minute of the game, if I slide tackle here, I bring him down, it's a penalty, I'm sent off. So I back his decision for not making that tackle. But my question is, where was the defence? Why weren't they there? And it's a learning curve. We're changing the defence around all the time. I think what we need is a settled back 4. And with our injuries, with the situation with Maguire, with Shaw being out, with Shaw, don't forget last season Shaw was playing centre back sometimes because he was seen as a favourable position over the likes of Maguire and others. So I think Ten Hag, while he's trying to cook and he's trying to settle his team down, he still hasn't got his perfect 11 of what he wants. And I don't mean going getting world beaters. I mean teams or players who are going to play together. When you look at the way Martinez conceded that second goal against Spurs, that was not Martinez of last season. But Onana blamed himself for the communication. We don't know what impact De Gea was having to the defense. We say he couldn't distribute the ball, but what was his communication skills like with the players? Because I don't know if you ever watched it, but like after some of the games, the United app sometimes puts I can't remember what they call it, behind the scenes or something like that, and it was like a camera really close up to the players, and there's the screaming that De Gea did and Maguire did to the defenders was unbelievable, because the cameras were right at pitch side and you could hear quite a lot of the shouting. And is that going on at the moment? Is the communication at the back? Is the discussion there? And we were obviously rocked by the first goal, which was a corner to them, and then a free kick to them 2 minutes later from a Dalot silly mistake right on our left back position. And he came back, and it was very early on in the game and should not have been giving the free kick away in that position. But my concern was Casemiro was marking Bolly, I think it was, head height difference, and it didn't even have to move. If you think the worst, invariably the worst happens, need to start winning away from home.
Yeah, I agree with Stephanie's saying there.
Completely agree, Stephanie.
Guys,
But
we got listen. We got to change the mentality, like, as fans as well. Like, we got to start believing. And I agree what Stephanie Griffith is saying here. Like, the default with being a Manchester United supporter right now is hitting the panic button. And yeah, we did have a terrible away record last season, but it starts tomorrow, definitely. No, it is tomorrow, almost like Sunday, right? I mean, if we get 3 points at Emirates, we have 6 points out of 9. It's not bad start comparing where we were last season, right? So this definitely, I mean, this comeback against who do we play now? Was it Forest, right?
Yep.
That comeback, I bet you back in that mind of the players, they gave them a boost of confidence, because to come back from 0-2 to 3-2 is to run a marathon for 90 minutes uphill. Honest to God.
Yep.
I think the game on Sunday is a bit like the Liverpool game last season. Even though we've had a better start to the season in terms of points, the mental game is a big part of it. We had the Gooners on the show last night on the Alex and his mate Ollie.
They weren't that confident.
They weren't confident at all. They were very concerned about their own start to the season. And at the end of the day, they don't know what their team's doing. They're trying to fit these new players in. They're trying to fit Rice in. They spent all the money in three main players on Jurrien Timber, Rice, and Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, they were just saying, why have you bought him? Rice obviously is a quality player and will make some great movement. But they were talking about what's his face at playing at right back. Forgot his name, and we were just saying that at the end of the day, they don't know what Arsenal's going to do. It's a big. Red J is absolutely correct. It's a big game for the rest of the season, but hopefully a win or a draw. Said straight after that.
Okay.
At the end of the day, when you look back, we were talking last night. United haven't won at the Emirates since 2017 in the Premier League, and the last time we did win was in the League Cup in 2019. So there is a big mental battle there, but also when you look, there's been an average of like 4 goals scored in each game that we've been playing. So we're expecting goals, but yeah, let's get a win.
Okay, just a quick update regarding Donny van de Beek. Galatasaray had a £1 million loan fee rejected today. There's nothing updating on Donny van de Beek, right? It looks like we end up sticking with Donny then.
That's exactly right.
We just have to be we are not a selling club. Look, have you seen Reguilon coming into Manchester United on TikTok? He's at the theatre of dreams. He's having the time of his life. When players come to our team, they realize their dreams. So I don't blame Maguire, even though I want this guy to go, man. But when players come to our team, they know if I leave this team, I'm going downstairs.
Yeah,
my life is going down. So that's why we can never get rid of players. But of course, they don't own the club. The management upstairs, they need to tell them, bruv, You need to get out of here. And that's why Ten Hag, January, you're going to see a lot of players going, because so far we've just been selling our youngsters. Youngsters are just going, and that's why we have this money for Amrabat. When you come to United, you know, oh my God, this is amazing. Watch next year. In January, we made a contract. Oh, he can come back to you guys in Tottenham, Regulon. But he's not going to want to leave Man United. He wants to stay there and stay there and stay there.
You mentioned a very good point there, Loza, basically. I want to bring up to you, Mark, because you've been quiet as well. You got a point of what Loza's saying, that basically, like, you know, coming to United, it might spike you to motivate and do better, right? So a regular can be reunited to find his old, like, you know, his best motivation and form. So we might see like the best of Regulon, right, under Erik ten Hag. What do you reckon, mate?
We needed to buy a left back because we have 2 injuries. I hope he will do good. Honestly, I have no idea how he will work into Ten Hag's system. I do not. But when you say that players don't want to leave, I also think, as I said in the beginning, a big part of why it's so hard for us to sell players is because of the wage structure. They have such a high wage, more than they should need, but it's because of the Glazers going up and down into Champions League. Because they save 25% when we're not there, but when they have to sell players, they have to sell it like for their maximum salary, and therefore they won't pay as much for them. I honestly think that's what Ten Hag is trying to deal with, like new contracts to everyone, trying to get rid of the structure, because it's not good for the football side of the club. It's only good for the money for the Glazers. So I think that's why, because obviously there's professional pride, so players will leave, like Daly. He would like to leave to play football, but we have players who are just in it for the money, like Harry Maguire. I can't stand him. I really can't. No Manchester United player should go out and say, I have nothing to prove. It's just wrong.
And posting pictures and
Can I just add? So this time, sort of last season, Mick, we were talking about 3 letters, not VDB but FDJ. And at the time we were saying we wanted Frankie de Jong to come to the club, obviously, but we were actually saying, well, at the end of the day, if the guy's owed money, why should he leave? And a little bit of me feels that about Maguire. You know, at the end of the day, he was in a similar situation, not owed in the same way, but he was entitled to this payoff, which they were trying to pay him off for half, apparently, if the papers are believed to be correct. But at the end of the day, the difference was Frankie de Jong was going to keep playing for Barca. Maguire is essentially putting his career down the pan. I know he's still been picked for England. That cannot go on if he's not getting played. It looks like he might get some cup games, but obviously it depends if we get any injuries or whatever it might be, sort of thing. But I think Maguire has definitely made a mistake. At the end of the day, he's a professional.
I promise you, Phil, the cup games are for Johnny Evans. Maguire is not touching the pitch.
Yeah, but there's 4 defenders, isn't there?
Yeah, but still,
if we've got injuries,
unless something drastically happens,
yeah,
Maguire is going to play in the cup games.
You turn up at League Cup against some very poor teams, second league division, whatever it is, and the ground's wrecked, and you don't want to put your best players out there. Yeah,
Ten Hag is going to put Johnny Evans instead of Maguire. Trust me.
And who?
Well, and whoever else is there, someone from the youngsters.
We will get
breaking news.
It depends which opposition.
Breaking news. Mason Greenwood loan to Getafe is not complete.
It is.
Yes. Tweeted by Centre Devils.
Man, I don't understand. No one wants this kid, man. Mad.
It's complete. It's complete.
It's complete.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna go. Roma was a good option for him.
There was numerous clubs, like Lazio was talking to him, but it was very late move, to be honest. We didn't hear anything, and all of a sudden today we just heard like some movements.
No, there was lots of English clubs that wanted him, But anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wish him all the best in his family. Like, you know, go and play football,
Yeah.
son. Forget about everything that's been said and done, and all the
Yeah.
best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, life is hard.
Life
Kicks
is not-
keep saying we are playing on Saturdays. We've been saying this in the chat for the last 10 minutes. Unless Kicks
Sunday.
is for anyone apart from United, that's the only way that we're not playing on Saturday. So if it's another team that you support, maybe, but United are playing on Sunday.
No, it depends on which time zone you're in too.
Well, that's going to have to be some difference in time zone, isn't it, to get to a different day?
Yeah, true that.
It's
Now,
half four, it's half four on Sunday.
Let's talk about team selection now. Okay, Amrabat has been announced. Paperwork's going to be launched in before 12 noon. He's going to bloody play on Sunday.
No.
Yeah, come on, Osa.
No. He had to. No, Premier League rules. He had to be registered today, Friday, by 12:30. That's why That's what Ten Hag said. Regulon is
tomorrow. Tomorrow.
No,
Saturday.
no, it's today. No,
Saturday.
It's Saturday morning.
Saturday, Losa.
Oh,
You call yourself
okay.
you call yourself a
that's even
semi-pro
better. I don't
footballer?
mind that.
Come on,
That's
man.
even better. Oh my God, Casemiro and Amrabat in the midfield at the Emirates. They're not going
wake
nowhere.
up, son. Get in there.
They're not passing nowhere. We're gonna kill them.
There's no Tate there.
Well, they're playing Tate like right back or left back. I don't understand this team, and they're trying to talk to me.
Listen,
Anyway, let's see. If Amrabat plays on Sunday, we win.
Yeah.
Convincingly.
Oh, Kicks is in Cyprus. Yeah. Big up. How's things in Cyprus, Kicks? I love Cyprus, to be honest. Listen, guys. Coming back, well, you and me, Phil, we had a the preview show yesterday, and we had Alex. We had 2 Goonish supporters, and I smelled blood. I smelled fear. They're not confident. They were afraid.
Yeah,
they didn't look confident. They are there for their taking, guys. If we get an Amrabat lined up, he's been training like Rocky Balboa by himself, like getting pumped. The Pamplona bull coming in. Don Ambrioso.
I think it was Varane who I read about it midweek who said that he's been playing against Hojlund in training, and he's a bit of a beast sort of thing. Obviously not those exact words, but that's basically what he was saying. I'm really excited. Honestly, going to the Emirates, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, Phil, I mentioned this before. That's why Ten Hag is got that smack in his face, because he knows this kid has been killing my best defenders in the training ground.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my God, he's ready. He is ready.
He is ready. They've been keeping the bull, like they've been training him for 3 weeks to get him ready for Arsenal. Arsenal, they're coming. You saw in the press conference, like he was smiling like a kid. So he's got a weapon there. Like he's gonna start him.
Nah, yeah, just throw him in. We need another debut goal against Arsenal, man.
I think he will start with Eriksen in the middle and not Amrabat, and he will start with Martial on top. I hope he will start with, of course, Hojlund and Amrabat, but I don't think he will.
No,
it would be a first if he did it.
Mark, the whole Denmark will be, will be standing still on Sunday. Imagine you have Eriksen Danish, you have Rasmus Hojlund Danish. Everyone in Denmark is going to convert to be Manchester United supporters.
The connection.
By the way, it's the 8th of September if you want tickets when they play Copenhagen at 3 o'clock Swedish time.
What? September?
Yeah. The tickets will open there. They will be gone within an hour. You need to be fast.
Yeah, I want to go.
If you want to take a trip down there.
Hojlund's number 11. He's number 11.
What, is that confirmed?
No, Welsh girls posted it. I don't know if that's because Greenwood's now gone and cleared up the space. I've been saying
no
11 all day, but that was just my opinion. I don't know if it's now been confirmed or not. I don't think it will have been so quickly.
Mark, listen, I live in Gothenburg. You know what Gothenburg is, right?
Yeah, of course. I have a friend up there.
Oh, really?
Well,
I didn't realize I can go and watch Manchester United Copenhagen.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said I'm going to buy tickets. It's the 8th of September at 3 o'clock. It opens up. Be precise. They will go so fast.
So Romano, Welsh Girls saying that Romano has just announced that Hojlund is number 11.
Oh, fantastic.
Serious, 11.
Get in, son.
Okay, okay.
What we've been saying, that's good.
I want to go to Copenhagen. I want to go for the Champions League. Let's go, Phil.
Can you buy him a ticket? Because I'm a bit skinned.
How much is the tickets, Mark?
I can buy the match ticket if you can buy him a plane ticket.
I don't know the prices yet. They aren't up yet.
Jamie Wayne's asking, can
I can send you a link on
No,
the Met website. I'll send you a link to the website there where you can read it.
Yeah, thank you.
Jamie Wayne, Amrabat cannot play tomorrow, unfortunately. That is because we are playing on Sunday. Yes, yes. We believe that Amrabat can play on Sunday in the game against.
Mark, where did you send the link?
But Phil, let me ask you a question.
Sent it yet. I haven't sent it yet. I'll do it in a few.
In the comments section, in the private section. Or...
Yeah. I'll send it. Just give me.
We believe so.
Yeah, Jamie, he will definitely play on Sunday. I believe so, because they have until midday tomorrow, Saturday noon, to register.
Oh, all right. Okay. Let me ask you guys a question. Both of you, Phil. Well,
yes.
You know how Ten Hag is a proper laptop manager. He just goes and sees what you've been doing, because players, they got trackers even when they're in training. You just see everything.
Yeah.
Since all these players we've signed, he hasn't played. Even Casemiro's, it took him 3 games. McTominay was in front of him before Casemiro could find his legs. I don't think so. I don't think Amrabat will play on Sunday. I would love him to play, but this is, and remember, this is a guy who's been in the desert for 2 months, 3 months, waiting for it.
I think at the end of the day, I think he'll certainly be in the squad. Whether he starts,
yeah. Bench, I understand, but starting, I don't think Ten Hag is gonna do that. From what I've been following about Ten Hag, he don't just gong.
The official window is now closed.
There you go.
Finally. The window is now closed. 2 minutes passed, guys. It's closed. Nothing has come in. Nothing's gone out. No news regarding Donny van de Beek. Can we summarize things where we stand today?
We need another strike.
January.
Yeah, I said by 12 p.m. he cannot play. Okay. That's incorrect. It's registered last work.
No, I don't think Amrabat is not going to play.
I think at the end of the day, we've got. We'll look into that and we'll confirm it. I'm not sure. Obviously, I guess Nigel's looked it up from somewhere. If someone's Mick, if you can have a quick look for it, if you're.
No, I asked David earlier today, and he said by tomorrow noon.
Okay.
Couldn't.
No, because that's not fair though. Because they have to. That's why I was saying Friday afternoon.
How can it be? I mean, put some logic. How can it be if the window closes now? How can you register the player before the window is closing?
No, if you the one that you want to play for the weekend that's starting, you have to register them by Friday. Because remember, we had a game today Friday, and then how are you gonna register players for Sunday's game? It doesn't make sense. Even then, people are not in the office; they are home.
Wait. Scotty was saying something here. Hang on. Hi, Mick. Don't forget, it's still 2 hours to go to register players. 1 more hour for domestic and 2 more hours for foreign players.
All right. Okay.
The link is up now, Mick, by the way, so you can read them.
Okay. But either way, Ten Hag is not gonna play him. He might be on the bench. No, I'm just saying that this is Ten Hag. Ten Hag is a laptop manager. The guy has not trained for 2 months. He's been there and strike in Fiorentina. He's gone, walked around the desert. He's come back. He's there waiting in Manchester. People come, Atletico Madrid, Liverpool come. No, This team come, no. Nottingham Forest, no. Fulham last minute, no. He hasn't been training with the first team. Fiorentina already played like 2 or 3 games.
It's not Ten Hag style at all, just to drop somebody in, especially if they've had no training or anything.
Exactly.
Else like
he's
so,
not. He's like when we bought Casemiro, we all want him
excited. But at the end of the day, even if he has been training, it's very, unless it's like, I think he'll be on the bench, maybe to see if he can come on. Because at the end of the day, he's a professional player. But I can't see him starting. Tactics. Although maybe he has been part of the conversation. Maybe he has been training. We don't know, because we do know.
No. Of course, he's a professional footballer. He's been training by himself, but that's not much fitness, though. That's a big difference.
Okay, we just have to wait and see then, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we just have to wait and see. But the official window is now closed. Stephanie Griffith saying 62 likes. We need to get more likes. And Mark, if you can post. No, okay. You cannot play. Okay, fine. There were plenty of time to play.
Nick, I've just posted that now.
Although the transfer window is open to 11 p.m., Premier League rules state that only players signed and registered before 12 p.m. today will be eligible for the matches on Sunday.
Yeah, and anyone on any late comers,
what if? Listen, guys, what if they completed the deal this morning and already lodged it? How do you know?
As long as he was registered with the FA by 12:30 today, Friday, yesterday.
Wait, he did his medical in Italy. He was on a flight to make an announcement.
But his medical was around 3 p.m., 5 p.m.
How do you know?
But I got links.
I know what you're saying, mate. You're playing devil's advocate, saying what if the paper
yes, I'm saying
no, he's not going to play. Either way, even if he's completely medical and he's registered by,
I'm trolling you, Loz. I'm trolling you.
Ten Hag will not play him.
You before you were all positive.
Look last year.
Bro, listen to me. Before you were Mr. Positive,
we all
listen to me. Listen to me. Let me land. Before you were Mr. Positive and all that stuff, and now when I'm saying that, now you're turning into PTSD. What if I'm just saying? Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
No, go on. I'm listening.
Have some faith. No, I get you. Let's see. The only thing what we can say is just let's see, right? Let's see on Sunday. But it doesn't sound like realistic then.
No.
I was just pulling your leg, mate. I was just pulling your leg.
No. Especially knowing our manager, how he operates. Casemiro, big dog, came last year, last minute, registered on time. But no, you're not playing 1 game, 2 games, 3 games. We had Maxos putting Casemiro on the bench.
Listen, I'm getting conflicted information here. I'm trusting my source. What happened here? Who took that away? Scotty at the wheel says 24 hours prior to kick off a registration.
Yeah, I'm just glad we signed him. So the only positive right now for us to beat this flipping team is Rasmus. He needs to start.
All right then. Okay, Mark, are you there still?
Yeah.
Where did you post that link? The ticket link?
You have a thread. Tell us what you think about channel stuff.
Okay. If you can put it, you have comment section here in StreamYard. You have private comment. Can you also post it there? And definitely want to go for the game. Like if it's Copenhagen, it's very close by.
Otherwise, you know Billetnet. You can go there. I did it opens at Friday the 8th at 15 Swedish time.
Ooh, I'm so going.
Also, it will be 3-2 to United.
All right, guys. All right, so basically, what's the status? All right, guys.
So the Athletic are saying Premier League state, that players must be registered by midday and the working day before a game. And then other sources are saying before a round of games. So there is definitely some confusion. So I'm looking to get some clarification on that.
Well, Phil, what's a working day in UK? Monday to Friday.
Saturday is also working day?
No, but I'm just saying, in the office, office people don't like to work Saturday and Sunday. I'm an office guy as
Show,
well.
yeah.
So no, 12:30 was today to register players.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
now the window is closed. You can still put the deal sheet to get an extension if your deal is delaying. I think we've done this with Berbatov. No, maybe.
Oi. George Best, you have a point, because you and me, we shared some information. We shared before, and then we clearly defined it was to play. It has to be registered by at least Saturday noon. I remember this, George. Thank you. We have it here as well.
He can play Sunday. He can play on Sunday. I think he even said it in the press conference.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
No, he didn't say that in press conference.
Okay, it's in the EFL.
No, that was Hojlund. You're right.
Yeah, he said Hojlund can play, Regulon can play, but Rasmus, he just laughed. When it came to Amrabat question, the manager just laughed. He didn't answer. He just laughed.
That's true.
No, he just laughed. He just laughed.
Listen, sit down. Can I just speak? Okay, EFL is right here. The site, the EFL site says clear and obvious. Documents have to be submitted prior to 12 noon on the day prior to the date of the match.
All right.
Are you telling me that the EFL is lying?
No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying what I said before. Even if he's available, Ten Hag will not play him.
How do you
He
know?
might not even be on the bench.
How do you know?
Last year, look at Casemiro. It took him 3 games to come into the team.
Listen, how do you know? Are you the manager?
You have to think about last year. Was his first season.
I'm trolling you, man. I'm trolling you. Relax.
No. Listen.
He's playing.
No. Casemiro was training with Real Madrid before he came to us. He had a whole preseason. He was doing everything. Amrabat has been in the desert, bruv. That's why I said to you, Ten Hag is a laptop manager. Manage. Look at the data. Look at this player. He hasn't trained for 3 months. He's been out. So no way Ten Hag is going to play him. I would love him to play him, but imagine he plays him and then he gets injury. Everyone would just go crazy with Ten Hag.
Why are you negative, my friend? Why are you saying
I'm not
no way?
negative. I'm just saying.
But why are you? Ladies, I'm challenging you. Why are you saying no way? What is the what's in your mind to say no? Wait, let me speak now. Why are you saying no way? How do you know? Why are you saying no way?
Because looking back to Ten Hag,
no. Is this your negative mindset to say no way?
No.
What if you say yes way?
I would love him to play.
Okay.
No, I would love him to play. Look what I said before as well.
Why do you keep saying no way?
Mick, look what I said.
Why
okay, I'll say yes way.
Can you
don't
speak in my mouth? Don't speak in my mouth. Don't speak in my mouth. Don't speak in my mouth. Right?
Sorry, man.
Why are you saying no way? You keep bringing negativity all the time. No. I didn't hear anything. Yes. Is this because you're thinking deep inside your mind, it's not going to happen? Because here I'm trying to say, why?
No.
You say no.
I'm giving you reasons why he's not going to play. I would love him to play. Because, oh my God, imagine Casemiro, Amrabat holding, let Bruno do what he's doing, and then the rest team is sorted. We'll kill these guys. I would love that. But our manager is not going to do that.
Yeah. Sunday is a working day in football.
No.
I just can't. Listen, brother. Brother, don't talk in my mouth. Let me speak. Stop interrupting me. Otherwise, I kick you off the show, right? Let me speak. I just came with you with facts. I came with you with facts straight from the website. I work as an intermediary in the market. And you come to say to me no?
No. But I'm saying, do you think Ten Hag cares about the facts from the FPL or from the League?
Are you Ten Hag?
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying from what I know from a manager.
Don't come here with negativity. Sit down. Bye. You're out. Come to me with more positivity. Don't come here and say no way. I just came with you with facts, my friend. All right. I can't. You're coming here, Losa. You're coming here and saying no. First, you come with positivity, and then you come with the PTSD. I come with you with facts. Even I'm proving you with facts. Even it's saying here on EPL, if this is your personal opinion, if this is your PTSD, then stick with it. But don't come here and say that I'm wrong or anyone here is wrong. Okay? Come back to the stream. Come back to the stream when you. And the thing is, on this channel,
Mick,
don't interrupt me.
Look, I didn't say all that. I'm just saying.
Brother,
I understand your point.
if you're gonna come on this channel, you don't speak over people's mouths. We have respect. All this
Of
stream,
course,
you're cutting people all the time. I'm giving you a warning. All right?
Okay, I'm sorry,
You
Baba.
never see me angry, but when you're cutting people off, then you have a problem with me. All right?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Baba.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Behave.
But okay, I'll wait for my time to speak. But I understand your facts, but your facts are coming from the FPL Premier League rules. But our manager don't look at that, and that's why I gave you a reason, and I gave you one big.
Are you the manager?
From last year when we signed Casemiro.
Are you the manager?
No, I'm just telling you what I'm telling you how our manager acts.
God.
Oh my God. This is our manager. He's a laptop manager. If you're not ready, he will not play you.
Are you the manager?
No, I'm not. I'm a fan, biggest one from Kenya, Nairobi.
So stop being the manager. You don't know what he's going to do. That's the realism. You don't know what he's going to do. So what are you telling that he's not going to do? How do you know?
Okay.
Wait and see.
Okay, but right now I'll tell you, Amrabat is on the team. But Reguilon trained with the team yesterday, and he said he's involved. He's gonna be in the team. If you watch the press conference,
I'm just challenging you, man. I'm just challenging you.
Permission to speak.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Right. So, Stephanie Griffith has said Ten Hag put Anthony straight in for his debut versus Arsenal, and he hadn't trained with Ajax. So, whilst I agree partly with what Los was saying, that he didn't put Casemiro in from the start. At the time, Scott McTominay was playing really well and didn't deserve to be thrown out of the team. We know what Casemiro could bring, but we also knew that Casemiro wasn't Premier League fit. We are not saying Amrabat is or isn't Premier League fit. Ten Hag will make a decision based on what he sees, on what happened with the medical, on what he will have been speaking to him for the last few weeks, seeing where he's up to, seeing where his fitness is up to, putting him on maybe even putting him on some sort of training program, like the players do when it's off season and they're given a certain thing to follow and a certain, might have even been discussing tactics with him or what we're doing. You don't know. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. What we do know is, for weeks, Fiorentina and Man United and Amrabat have, let's be honest, had this deal done for weeks.
Yeah, I agree.
So all we can say is we will find out on Sunday. Come back to the show on Sunday in the after show, and we can discuss whether he started, whether he played, whether he wasn't allowed, and we can all go through it then peacefully, calmly. And all Mick saying is we are not the manager. We do not know what will happen.
Thank you.
And the manager can make.
All right, I understand that. But my debate was just fair.
Let's move on because otherwise we're going
to let's move on. Let's move on.
So let's leave that there and move on to.
I'm not angry. I'm just listen. I'm not.
No,
angry.
Mick. No, don't worry. I don't take nothing to heart. We're all United fans.
You're cutting me off again. You're cutting me off again, and this is my problem because on this channel we speak and we don't cut each other off, right? So just giving you my indication. Now I'm speaking always to understand your logical thinking, and I'm challenging you. I'm not angry. But I can say that you don't know. And like you said, you kept saying, insisting, no. And then I was challenging you. And when I came with you with facts, even if it's written there, you still came in with no. For me, I always apply logic and reasoning, right? I never raise my voice. But one thing that I cannot stand is not to respect people, to have their opinion and let them speak. Now, during this stream, with all due respect, you've been cutting people left, right, center. So... I do apologize if I raise my voice, but I have to put my foot down as well because we have rules as well that we're following, sir. You know what I mean? So don't take this personal, right? Don't take it personal, right?
No. Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, Mick. Phil,
Yeah,
Mark, I apologize if I came a bit like no, but I respect all of you guys. I love this show. That's why I'm here. And I'm sorry if I cut you guys just because this team is my blood.
It's my
Yeah,
blood too.
I was born in Kenya, raised in Kenya. My granddad introduced me to this team when I was 5 years old. We even built a restaurant in Kenya with all Man United pictures all over the fucking gaff. Excuse my French, but I don't mean to disrespect anyone. I'm sorry. I just love
No
to be
worries.
here.
You apologies. You know, the thing is, don't take me that I'm angry. You know.
No. I didn't take you to the angry. You just told me.
No.
You explained it perfectly. No, come on.
Yeah.
Me. I don't take no. I don't take no grudges. We move.
Yeah. The voice of
Yeah.
reason is ability. That's 100%.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. You educate me. I educate you. You tell me
Can I
this.
ask a question, Mick?
I understand.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question, Mick?
I'm 100%. Everyone can speak.
What is your reason for thinking he will start? Is it like wish thinking, or is it like something you have thought about?
Basically, he's been keeping himself fit, training by himself, preparing for this game. Basically, Ten Hag has probably spoken to him, get ready. Like, you know, he's not training. They haven't not played with, he's not training with their, with Fiorentina. He's not been part of the match squad just to keep himself fit, not to be injured. Obviously, there has been some push to say, I'm just speaking like the way I'm thinking, the way I'm seeing. Basically, I seen what Ten Hag was asked in the press conference, and you can read the facial expression, right? There was always meant to be that this will be the last signing of the window, like, you know, the last hooray. But that doesn't mean that the player is not fit. You know what I mean? He's played with Ten Hag before. He knows Ten Hag's system. You know, he can slot in fine. Maybe he will not start. Maybe he will be on the bench. But definitely, if you look at the injury list that we have, look at it. It's an Arsenal game. It's a must-win game. I think he will throw him in. That's just my logical thinking, mate. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because Casa. Oh my God, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes,
Can I answer?
Casemiro, Amrabat. Casemiro, Amrabat, and then Bruno right in front of them. That's a crazy midfield. I don't care what Arsenal pull out the back. That's a very good move. Anyway, Mike, I hope he starts.
Yeah. But I listen. Mark will start, but I kind of agree because I'm a realist. So I agree with Christina is saying as well, because most logical, and I agree what you're saying, Losa, right?
Yeah.
I agree that the most logical is what we discussed yesterday, the Eriksen, Casemiro in the midfield. You know, that's the logical. But how many times have me and Phil sitting here done the predicted 11 and never got it right? You know,
not never. That's not fair.
Not never.
That is not fair. Mick. You got it right once.
And that was my point, that we don't know. We are not the manager. That's what I was saying. You know, we've been sitting here. Maybe we got 3 rights during the last season or something.
Yeah.
I think the biggest reason for Eriksen to play is one of Ten Hag's principles is the best players play. We won last time. We were down 2-0 and we won. I can't see him, unless he is doing something different tactically, that he will change the midfield because they did good last week.
No, Mark. Sorry, Mike. Can I interject here? This is why I think Ten Hag will be clever about this. Because who's their dangerous player? Arsenal, Saka. We don't have Luke Shaw. No. Listen, we don't have Luke Shaw.
But, you know, when it's saying,
no, he has to pick a midfielder on that side that will gonna help. I don't think Reguilón is gonna start, so it's gonna be Dalot. Someone needs to go all the way there and help Dalot the whole game, because Saka is a dangerous player.
Wait. Who's gonna start?
No, I'm saying
Dalot.
Yeah, at left back.
Yeah, I think Dalot is gonna start instead of Reguilón. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna, that's why I understand your point when you're saying Amrabat might start, or maybe McTominay instead of Eriksen.
Wait,
because we need legs to go and help the left back, because Saka is dangerous.
I fully understand everything, but I don't think he will do it, because he has said it. One of his principles: the best player starts that's also why Scott McTominay played instead of Casemiro, because he was doing good. So perhaps, I don't know. Let's see.
No. If away Casemiro will play, I'm just saying Eriksen might not play. It's gonna either be McTominay or Amrabat, because we need legs to go and help the left back against Saka.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. He rushed to get in Reguilón. He's trained with the team today. In the press conference, he was waxing lyricals.
Yeah.
Reguilón is a natural left back, and you're still thinking that he's going to pick a Daly that is not a natural left back.
No, I said he might not start. But you know, Ten Hag just lies. When you watch his interview, he just lies about everything. He lied about Ronaldo. He lied about De Gea. He lied. But this is Faggy. Faggy used to lie every time. Sir Alex never told the truth to the media. Right. But behind the doors, everyone knows what's going on. So that's what I'm saying. Eriksen in this game, I think he's gonna come on. Like you said before, maybe Martial will start instead of Ramsas, and then bring on Eriksen and Hojlund because they know each other to kill off the game, or maybe if we're chasing the game, we just go from there.
Bro, this is Arsenal we're playing. This is Arsenal playing. Listen, this is the biggest. Every time excuse me, my passion. Every time the new fixtures come out, which is the first team I look for? Arsenal and Liverpool, right?
Yep.
And Ten Hag probably also look at the reinforcement. Do you reckon he's going to go, if he has the ability to play Reguilón, the new shining toy, the natural left back, right?
Yeah,
if he has the opportunity to throw in an Amrabat in that midfield, imagine. If you're a manager, you want to play your weapons, right?
Yeah. One thing I love about Ten Hag, he's a front foot manager. He just attack. He's a front foot manager. So I hope everything that you said, Mike, is correct. Amrabat, let's go after them.
It's not about being correct. It's just about conversation.
It's a conversation.
No. But I'm just saying, then let's just go after them because we haven't won there since 2017.
Yes,
we haven't won a wave. We always getting whipped away from the top 6 team. They need to respect us this season because we're gonna kill all of them.
Yeah, I got you. Finally got you. The whole purpose of this was for me to get some positivity out of you, sir.
Yeah, I'm very positive. I'm very.
Yeah. Do you get it? I got you. I baited you in because you were negative. No. I was challenging you. I was pushing your buttons until you came around.
No. Okay, we'll wait. But Ten Hag teams are very hard to predict. So anyway, let's see. Let's see.
And that's what I said. Me and Phil, we've been sitting here for how long doing Ten Hag's predictions? We get it right.
About 3, right?
Yeah.
Take the Spurs game. Everyone thought like, oh, he's gonna have a change. He started the same team.
Everyone's like, what? Exactly. Yeah, because he told them, boys, you let me down last game. Go again. This is the kind of manager he is. I love it. But most people don't understand this. So anyway, let's go. I hope we beat these guys because it's gonna be a beautiful Monday when I go to work and tell everyone, shut up, get me coffee.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna finish with Swift here. Says Erik Ten Hag does not lie. He only uses the diplomacy. Same as some using diplomacy with their wife, kids, and others. Big up Swift. I love that one. Listen, it's been a long window. I am knackered. I have 3 hours of sleep. Getting a little bit cranky, to be honest. If you guys want to continue the conversation, I need to get myself a cup of coffee or something like that. But I just want to summarize. So basically, we haven't got any more news coming in, have we?
No.
All right. Round the table before we finish stream. Losa, coming to you. What do you think the score prediction will be?
Looking at our wave form, I think we're gonna do a good job. 2-1 to United. 2-1 to United.
2-1.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
not a
Last
bad
time we
shout.
got a bit unlucky there. We got a bit unlucky last year, but yeah, if we start very strong, if we get the first goal, then yeah, 2-1 United.
Big up, Siegfried. I really appreciate that one. Thank you. Qatar will announce very soon will be completed. This club deserves the best, not the bad, like the Glazers. Glazers out 100%, mate. 100%. Listen, Phil, you said something 2-1, or did you say 2-1 as well?
Yeah, I said 2-2 in my head, in my heart. I said 3-1 United.
Yeah, I said the same.
I think either way there'll be 4 goals scored. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I know RJ. I know RJ feeling a little bit 2-1. Listen, I'm glad to get back to footballing ways. I'm glad that this window is open, guys. It's been horrendous week. It's been very toxic on our fan base. There's been a lot of emotions, a lot of stress. People have been checking information all the time. Easy on the coffee mix. I know. No, I need sleep. I need proper sleep. You don't see me tomorrow doing a stream whatsoever. I'm just going to sleep, mate. So be honest.
You want to hear my prediction also?
Yes, Mark.
It will be 3-2 to Manchester United. 2 counter-attack goals. And 1, I don't know, from a set
and
piece.
one Rasmus Hojlund goal.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, get in there. Good stuff. 3-1 United with William Conley. I agree. We haven't won at Emirates since when? 2017 or is it 19, Phil?
Yeah, 17.
2017.
We need the Emirates quiet. Maybe we need to turn the tide. Was that the last time?
I think we're actually going to take. I think we're going to take. Sorry to speak over you. I think we're going to take Jesse Lingard on the bus with us and just get him hopping
Do
down
the moonwalk,
doing all his dancing just to quiet the crowd.
Yeah, bring back Lingard for the moonwalk. Listen, I'm tired. It's been a long day. The window is shot. 2-1 United. Hojlund the goal winner. Oh, that would be something. What a debut, right? The whole Denmark would stand still, I guess, if he scores. 1-0 United.
That would be beautiful.
Beautiful, mate. All right, guys. It's been a long window. It's definitely Griffith 2-1 United. Hojlund debut goal winner. I really hope so. Right. Hojlund. Yes,
Don't
I
forget
can
to
see
like
that.
and subscribe before you leave, guys.
Okay. Time to close the shop. I'm tired. I got to take my dog out for a walk. Big up for everyone that stuck by. The window is shot. The window is shot. No score prediction, but we are going 4-1, says Marky. Go. Wow, you're going positive, right? Hear the West Ham fans chanting, "Are you watching Declan Rice?" Fried rice. Okay, guys. Noah, big up to you. I see you. 4-1 United. I can see that. Yep. All right. I have nothing more on my mind unless you guys have something more to
Now, I
share.
think it's time to say thank you for everybody for joining. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe before you leave. It's been a fantastic show. Up and downs, highs and lows, just like the transfer window. As John Johnson says, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah,
night.
guys.
People,
switch off now. Dust off this transfer window. It's over, guys. It's over.
Have a good night all. Sleep well.
Big up for Lusa. Big up for Mark. Big up for whoever came in. Joffa came in. Who else was Varum? Came in also from Sydney. Big up for the VR channel. It's time to go and sleep. Get some rest. Yeah, I'm tired, man. Sorry.
Sunday.
Big
day.
Sunday. We see you Sunday, guys. Peace.
Sorry, Marky, are you doing Watchalong? So I will log in.
I'm not personally doing Watchalong. I'm tired and I need a rest. Pappi will do the Watchalong on Sunday. So yeah, Botswana Papi. Yeah, it will definitely be on. Yeah. So no, listen. Big up, mates, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. 68 likes. Stephanie, it's okay if it's 68. What's the important thing is that we got our target over the line, Amrabat, and Yeah, the window is closed. Finally, we
All
see you
right.
again in January. All right, guys. Thank you. Take it
Good night,
easy.
guys.
Peace,
Cheers.
love. What do we
Bye.
say, Phil?
Peace, love, and go ananas.
Is it? Is it banana? All right. Cheers, guys. Bye.
That's all, folks.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.